And unmuted. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, we are still deep in the dungeons. Over this way. Last time, you guys did a lot of fighting. You were able to fight through the Trials of Cabriri up here, which was a rather fortitude save heavy event. Each subsequent room, which were called the Putrefactions. A one that was the Shadows of the Everglut, the Breath of Blood, and the Promise of Plagues. Having made it out of all three rooms successfully at some cost to yourselves, you were then met by a trio of intense, almost forged of bone and glass automata that threw explosive bombs and injected poisons into your bodies. Fresh off of dealing with that, you all were met by what could, I believe, only be described as just a little guy. For some reason, fearing for your lives, you decided to engage it in combat. Truly worse for the wear, the whole of Galarian, at the loss of Tangles, the Golgateth, excuse me. But no, this thing was really scary. It tried to basically run around, clamber up walls over this 100-foot drop, stab you guys while moving, carry away people in its jaws, and indeed, had this thing not gone down from a last-minute crit of a Fire Blast from Solvina, it would have just straight killed Roland. You guys have had to find a way to bring him back. It did turn out that in addition to Tangles being a threat, it seemed that it likes to enjoy its prey live and had buried some live prey underneath the bones and rotting debris of this chasm. Red, Lupin's lovely thief, had been buried underneath and was just coming around as we ended our session last time. I believe Tarek is still in the form of a giant Pteranodon. Point is, I don't know how long that lasts, so since I'm in contemporary control, I'm going to fly him back over to a ledge where he's not going to drop and die. I will temporarily be Tarek. Solvina, I see that you're moving to the ledge as well, as to also not die.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I don't have to pull up your character
I have
sheet.
a number of minutes left of flying, but I'm just
Getting ahead of it.
flying above there. I got attacked by Tangles.
That was an unfortunate interruption to your lovely flight. Okay. Whew, okay, I got Roland's character sheet open. After today's session, I am going to attempt to change this to Jumpgate, which is Roll20's newer version of itself. I will make a legacy version in case Jumpgate doesn't mesh well with the packs I have installed for this campaign. But I was trying it on some older campaigns of mine, and it does seem to make things like character sheets and other things load faster. That's unrelated to this plot, but, you know. Figured I'd let you guys know if you saw, like, a second game all of you were suddenly added to. Alright. Any questions on that recap stuff from last time? I will take that as a no. Let's fucking jump right in then. I feel like Lupin. Let's change up to some different music. The wind kind of whistling through this dark cavern, chasm at the bottom of the pit itself. The pit already, of course, near 150 feet below the surface level of the plateau. Now this a farther 100 down, deeper into the depths below Varizia. splintered bones, a staggering amount of them, lie strewn around the cavern. Bits of pale tan mold and fungal growths glistening along the lower walls. Lupin, you see a semi-conscious Red. What do you do?
Yeah, it's like as soon as I hear, he is quickly like getting down, trying to like dig her out. He's like, come on, I got your shit. Just hold on. And he was kind of like, Tarek, I need your help.
I would have been on my way down, flying on my way down.
Yes, I didn't want you to crash in it as a Pteranodon and die, so I kind of adjusted you while you were gone.
Yeah, I would have been. I mean, it lasted a minute. Crash and die. Huh?
What?
Why would I crash and die? I was mid.
I don't know. I didn't want to be the cause of player death, so I put you on a ledge.
Fair.
You do. I think you do like a sick like touchdown like. I don't know why the only reference I can think of is Animorphs, but you know, a sick transition from Dinosaur into Tarek as you like take some running steps along the floor. Presumably past a roll, and that is he's up, but he's probably just I'm gonna say he's sprawled on his back on the ground, just fucking catching his breath after that horrendous encounter.
It's kind of the Loki after getting Hulk smash type thing.
Yes, absolutely. The full-on puny god. If the Hulk was Tangles, the Gogateth.
Alright. As soon as I hit down there, I'll pop a level 2 burst heal on all of us down here.
Alright. You roll that up.
Ooh, decent roll. 27 for everybody.
Okay. Big burst heal. She is back conscious. I'm gonna give that to Roland real quick. Okay. Sorry, I've been trying to sell a chair on Facebook Marketplace that literally no one has messaged me about for like days, and someone messaged literally just like right now as I'm trying to DM. Very helpful.
Of course.
Very cool.
Naturally.
Okay. Red kind of like sits up, bits of like bone dust and like wet fungus sloughing off of her as she just rubs her head, clearly sustained a head injury, and she's like, Lupin? Is that you and your friends?
Yeah, Reg, you ain't dreaming. It's me. I got you. And he just quickly like wraps his arms around her.
I was like, I think she almost like too stunned to even like bring her arms up to return the hug. She kind of just, but she does like, you feel her relax into you, like she leans her head on your shoulder as she's kind of just like, and you feel her like tense up again as she sees the huge-sized corpse of Tangles over there.
No, don't worry, Cher. We took care of him.
Oh my god! I was down here exploring, and that thing snatched me. Oh my! You wouldn't believe the type of stuff down here.
Well, look, I'm sure you've seen a lot, and I did get that message. But look, we can talk about that later. Come on. And I'll just sort of like wrap an arm around her and sort of like help her up to her feet.
Need to figure out how we get back up the pit.
Look, I came down here chasing. I was in Magnamar, and I talked to the Valdemar family, and they disavowed Caleb. They said something's wrong with him. I told you I was going to follow him down here, but there's something else. She kind of like looks past you, Lupin, at the rest of them. She's like, kind of like beckons you in close.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, still holding on to her. I'll just lean one of my ears closer to her.
Look, there's some kind of I don't know. I heard there was a couple big scores down here, but the big one, there's a really powerful magic sword down here. thought I'd
Well,
take it and
the-
sell it and help you find your guys' nemesis at the same time, but God, I barely survived. That thing just clobbered me. But you all killed. Are you okay?
well, I think we've all certainly seen better days.
Come on, let's get up. We need to not linger down here.
Presuming with like the yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna take a sweep. Take a sweep of the area down here and see if anything immediately valuable appears or is
Ooh,
obvious.
baby. Give me a perception check as you look through Tangle's domain.
8 on the die. Somebody else might want to have a look.
I think starting with that, you see glint of like coin and stuff everywhere down here. You think it would take you about half an hour to search through all this stuff, but it's probably a decent amount of coinage. If anyone wants to roll a higher thing, see if they can pick out anything particularly valuable if you don't want to do that.
I'll give it a shot. Nope.
Okay, just below. Alright. Solvina, I mean, you think that if you guys took like a half hour, you could get a decent amount of coin out of this place. But you do see 3 things of note. One is a bejeweled hip flask. Probably worth like 35 gold just in and of itself with how fucking ostentatious it is. There is something sloshing around inside. You have to try to identify that. You do also see, despite the like muck and bone shards and decay down here, there are a couple of items that seem to have weathered that fairly well, which would be the telltale sign of a magic item not decaying. One appears to be a pair of like brightly covered soft-soled boots. If you want to give me an Arcana check on those. The other one is what looks to be a weird figurine that depicts a dragon's skull that's been tangled in a clot of twisted length of hair and bone. But you guys could grab them, presumably drag it out, bring those out of the pit with you. Are you guys staying a half hour to try to get all that coinage, or just getting out of here while Solvina can fly? I feel like she could assist some egress.
I think the
I
coin's
can
not
still
going.
assist egress by throwing people.
But how far can you throw them? It's a 100-foot cliff.
Not quite far enough.
Okay, it's like 50 feet, right?
Yeah, it's about 70 right now, I think. No, 60 right now.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, I'm getting closer, but I'm not there yet.
All right, let's get people out because I still have another focus point. I can get people up and out as well. I think we don't mess around. Not while this hurt. The coin's not good. Let's get the magic items, but the coin's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Hopefully.
The coin immediately vanishes. I'm just gonna say, Solvina, with your flight, I'd say especially if Tarek, you're spending a resource to help, I'm gonna say there's no checks involved. You guys just get up there.
Yeah, so because what I can do, I actually learned I have something new. I actually have another focus spell that I've not used it once this entire campaign because it sucks mostly. But now that I have aerial form, Tarek, while still being in orc form, can actually grow a pair of leathery wings out of his back.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So I can essentially fireman carry people out, especially some of the lighter folks like Lupin and Red, that way. Rolling might be an issue.
Rolling, yeah, might be an issue.
You know, the whole full plate armor thing.
I'd say you and Solvina working together could do it.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I was hoping the DM would have mercy there.
I think between the two of you could lift him. That's not that crazy.
Okay. Alright, so I'll burn my last focus point for that. But then once we're up here, as soon as we're back on solid ground, I'm going to be starting to do medicine checks, beginning with Roland.
Yeah, he's looked better, I'll be honest.
I'll do Roland first. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now they're back up here, I'm gonna do an Arcana check on that item.
Oh, okay.
Not well.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Let's see.
We're
The
having one of those
boots. You're not really sure. I mean, they're magic boots. Some kind of abjuration magic in them, probably. You could attempt 2 more on the liquid in the liquid in the hip flask, and the gross dragon skull figurine.
Oh wait, I could take 29s.
Oh, that's right. You can take 29s now. 29 would be enough for the boots.
Okay.
These are Daredevil boots. Brightly colored, soft-soled boots that motivate you to perform risky stunts and grant you the agility to succeed. +2 on acrobatics, +1 on circumstance bonuses to tumble through. The boots easily grip surfaces and help you avoid a fall, allowing you to use the grab and edge reaction even if your hands aren't free. You always treat falls as 10 feet shorter, or if you have the catfall feat, which I don't think any of you do, so I'm not going to read the rest of this paragraph. Save us some time. Assuming you're just taking 29s, you can figure out the next 2 as well. The figurine is a... this one, there is a description as a default Horde figurine. Keep in mind, this one looks like a dragon skull, but I'm going to show you guys the default description. This is a Horrid figurine. Basically, you can activate it twice per day. If you try to activate it a 3rd time, it dissolves into a puddle of glue, causing you to become sick in 3. There are different effects you can do. You could hold it over your head, speak a command word, and cause a wave of nausea in a 20-foot emanation. Everyone in the emanation must succeed a fortitude save or become a sick in 2. You're immune to the effect if you're holding it. Or it could be a fear effect and make them frightened 3. Finally, the Bejeweled Hip Flask has a potion of Greater Cheetah's Elixir. Basically, enzymatic compounds as elixir strengthen and excite the muscles in your legs. A 10-foot status bonus to your speed for an hour.
Not
bad. Someone should probably write those down, but yeah, that's the items.
Already wrote them.
Alright, perfect.
Got the loot list going.
Alright, in that case, we got our loot. Let's do your check on Roland while I try to use my headphones.
I'm just auto-30ing all of them.
Okay, so what is that now?
2d8 plus 30.
Beautiful. You love to see it, folks.
Starting with roll. Yeah, that's why I took assurance and medicine last level. So this is on roll. He heals 44 and is no longer wounded.
Almost maximum. Alright, I'm going to remove his wounded condition. And to be clear, I mean almost maximum on your heal. He is still below half.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
just to clarify.
Then we'll do red next.
Yeah, she would love... Also, these are all taking 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I figure we take an hour and we hang out here for a bit. I think I'll say we need to post up some guards in case folks come in from some of these other doors, but we have to patch up before we try to go anywhere.
Interesting.
Man, while he's doing that, could I use my staff to do a 3rd level cleanse affliction on myself? I don't know what defoulment happened to me in that cavern or in that room previous, but I know it's something bad and I want to get rid of it.
Does it only affect you?
One willing creature.
Okay. What spell is this? This is
Cleanse affliction.
all right. Let me adjust my notes because I'm pretty sure everyone had this happen to them except for you. Yep. You sure do cleanse and affliction.
Okay. Am I like good?
I mean, you
If
didn't
I
know
have more than.
you didn't know that anything was bad. To be fair,
I mean, I think I would have gotten the gist that I went through a room and it didn't do so well on some fortitude saves.
yeah. I mean, you would definitely assume, that room was like riddled with plague. So
Yeah, Tarek grimaces. I mean, it's like I don't have anything prepped for that, so we're gonna have to figure out how we get out of here. But that's a later problem. Red. 40.
okay, still pretty good.
Lupin, how hurt are you?
Now I can change my notes to say everyone but Gengini.
I'm doing okay. I'm at
I don't
81
think I
out
took
of,
anything, Ben. I succeeded on all of my con saves.
I'm at
Hold on,
81
let me.
out
I'm
of
scrolling
180
back to
right now.
last session's notes. You're right. All right. Gengini and Sylvina. I did write that down at the end of last week's notes.
Yeah, no, I also because I have the crazy concept that even like 2 sessions ago did the thing that let us through for free.
That was so funny. There's no way that challenge is passed by anything but a kineticist. Or I guess maybe a fighter that spiked con. I don't know.
Maybe. Lupin,
No.
what'd you say you're at for health?
So here I'm at 81 out of 108.
All right. I'm going to heal myself and I can't heal Roland again, so I'm gonna heal Solvina. Solvina, you heal 40.
Okay.
And then I think I do one more on myself, and then let's start looking around to see what figure out what our next step is.
Have we explored this room yet?
I don't think we've explored anything else at either of the 2 rooms leading out of here.
Yeah, you haven't explored shit.
And then this one's on me, Ben. I heal 39.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so that takes us 40 minutes.
Just
I
fucking
think worth it,
40
though,
minutes of
especially
poultices.
What's that?
Just like 40 minutes like rubbing in poultices and plants and stuff.
And probably some stitching wounds shut and rolling.
That's true, yeah. I imagine you got some like bone needles or something, like not metal needles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
And I guess I imagine while it's like while it's going on, Lupin would probably be sitting with Red, or probably like leaning up against the wall with her. He'd pull out a cigarette for himself, and then say like, "Do you want one?"
Yeah, she pulls out like a long smoking stick that you can like put the cigarette in the end of.
And he'll go ahead and strike a match and light it for both of them. Say like, "So what I was saying was, I did get that message that you left for me. Pretty clever. You left it under my regular seat."
She kind of like does like a little half smile. She's like so tired. She's like, I thought that'd be a nice touch.
Did you get me to thinking though about that, Red Hawk? You said that was following you. And I know this may seem strange, but what if that Red Hawk was, what if that was one of my parents? What if they're worried you might be onto him?
She kind of like takes an inhale with like the long smoking stick and breathes out. I mean, if they're Aspis Consortium, they got resources to have like familiars and things like that. It's not impossible, but I don't know, Lupin. If that was that, I got a bad feeling about that hawk. It seemed unsettling in a way I can't quite pin down.
No, it's like, yeah, I was asking somebody others about that. It's like, don't no, like 100% here, but it does seem to have some sort of, I guess, for lack of a better term, some supernatural leanings.
You're telling me.
Tarek grumbles at that one. There's nothing been about this that's been natural.
And Lupin will just nod. Yeah. When I say here, I did have something else I wanted to talk to you about, but we can wait till we're in a safer place to do that.
She kind of looks around. Okay, that sounds good.
I'll just take a long drag from the cigarette.
Ben, can I make a medicine check to see if people are in fact like signs of imminent disease on those who after passing through those rooms?
Oh, sure. Give me a medicine check.
Did I like support him in that? Give him like a aid bonus or something?
Yeah, I'd say, I believe, yeah, so the criteria, unless you, like, crit fail, give him -1. I believe it's a flat 20 to assist, which gives him a +1, and if you crit succeed, +2.
Okay, so the only really bad roll would be
A nat 1.
Nat 1.
Pretty much.
Okay. So how many checks are you doing, Tarek?
Just one. I'm just checking. All right.
Not as well. It's a 2.
That's... Oh, good gravy. I also got a 2. Well, shit. Alright, well, I don't know.
I mean, that room was riddled with plague flies, and you waded through a literal ocean of blood and shadow. You think you're probably not healthy, if you had to guess.
Yeah, Tarek grumbles. We'll have to get some other medicines when we get back topside. I don't think we go back that way, though. We need to see if either of these other doors can lead us a way out.
You see as, like, Red's kind of, like, trying to dust off her red coat a little bit, you see she, like, flicks out a little, wrist piece, like a tiny pistol on a set of extending wires, or extending, like, metal clamps. She checks that it's loaded and brings it back in.
Nice trick.
Sometimes, well, some good old-fashioned ironworking is better than magic, I find.
You were always clever with that sort of thing. Though, recently, I've actually gotten attached to his thing, and he'll, sort of like take out the monarch and just show off, just sort of, like he'll sort of do like like the Harlem Globetrotter thing with like the basketball and just sort of twirl it on the tip of his finger.
You see she's just like kind of staring at it. And it's just like, okay, well, black powder iron and I guess ancient looking artifacts too.
You getting jealous, yeah?
Well, we can't all find what appears to be a literal unique artifact.
You're so cute when you make that face, and I'll lean over and give her a little kiss on the cheek.
You see, she like smiles, and you like feel like the barrel of the pistol kind of like pressing into your side.
Okay, I'll go ahead and back away then.
All right. she like kind of smiles and like hides it again. Okay, so we got. You tried to see like what kind of sickness you guys got.
I want to take a listen in these doors over here, see if I hear anything on the other side.
Okay.
Okay. Well, not awful, but not great.
So listening to the right hand doors. Yeah, Yeah, I think you hear the sounds of someone whistling, like a tune to themselves.
Comes over and says quietly, "We're not alone." Oh, there's somebody in that next room. I also don't know if it's better or worse to go that way. I don't love the doors behind the altar of blood either.
I was just asking if there's anything strange about the altar of blood, but I guess it being an altar of blood is not
It's not ideal.
copacetic.
I mean, as you approach the altar, you can see that there is appears to be a almost like deep blood red kukri on a stand.
A kukri?
A kukri.
Okay. Does it appear magical? Or just like bloody?
You can make an Arcana check on it.
How do you feel about a 29?
It's probably magic.
About a 31.
It's definitely at least a +2 bloodletting kukri, so it applies bleed damage.
In Wani, kukris were exotic weapon. I'm not sure we have anyone who could use a kukri.
I don't know if they kept that designation.
I don't know. I just remember kukris had a crazy crit range and were exotic. That's about all I got. But I think star knives are also exotic.
They're just uncommon. Kukris.
They're uncommon?
Yeah,
okay.
You could use them.
I use shit.
Well, I guess someone else could use them, I should say. I don't think Roland would take it.
No. It's like, Lupin hasn't been a 2-weapon guy, but, like, could he be a 2-weapon guy?
I don't know. It's like, the thing is, like,
I don't know if you're expecting a 2-weapon fighting.
That is originally how I built Lupin, but then as soon as I found the Monarch, I'm like, this is my life now.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, like, I think you're the only person who would, have a use for this, I think. Unless Roland wanted, like, a sidearm in case something weird happened. Which seems a little extravagant for a +2 bloodletting kukri.
Mm-hmm. I mean, up to you if you want to take it. Or just leave it on the creepy bloodstrewn altar.
Would a druid have any use of this? I don't think so.
Tarek?
Yeah.
Do you desire a kukri?
I think he said he was AFK for a minute.
Oh, he might have gone at AFK, that's right.
He has this quarterstaff of fire, and I don't think he wants to get rid of that.
I don't know. It sounds like, unless Tarek wants it, we can leave it there for now. That being said, you do kind of see, there are still the remains of the golems around here. If anyone wants to be a crafting check on them. Okay. I think, Sylvina, you realize that these were made out of ghoul brains. the brain that was floating in the jar in their mouth was suspended in a emulsion of blood, so that they could be kind of like ghoulic automatons.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Basically, you figured out that the brains in them, and like the mouths of the glass orbs that are in their mouth, are ghoul brains suspended in an emulsion of blood. So these were like ghoulic golems.
Got it. That makes sense.
I'm back. And as far as the kukri goes, I have no need for it. I think I'm inclined to not leave it, but I think that if it's a +2, we can certainly get a pretty penny for it.
We could throw it in the sack.
All right, +2 blood.
Yeah, just make sure you clean the blood off first.
And remove it carefully. Like, check for traps before you lift that shit.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Second. Better.
Doesn't
Good
seem
goal.
trapped.
Oh,
It's
you
just resting on a stand.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, I thought the better was Gangini's roll, then I saw mine. Whoops. Alright. We're having one of those days. Alright, yeah, well then let's toss it in the sack for now, because I don't necessarily want to leave a sacrificial knife just lying around.
Okay. Now that you've decided to take it, who's tossing it in the sack?
I'll do it. It's my idea. I'll own the consequences.
Cool. Gonna write that down.
Alright, well, out of character.
Maybe
Oh,
I'm writing it down for no reason, and I'm just making you sweat.
I have a distinct feeling I just ate a curse, but okay.
To be fair,
No, I'm definitely not typing the word cursed as I am talking right now. What?
sometimes as a DM, the most fun thing is just to randomly ask everyone what their past perception is and then move on.
Now,
Nah, see, I don't play enough 5e for that, so I just hit them with like some dice rolls loudly behind the DM screen.
That works too.
I used to do that for my college group that I ran for like 3 years all the time, and it fucking infuriated them. Because like sometimes it was real, like sometimes there were monsters that were like following them.
Exactly. So you can't have it be the same because you need to keep people on their toes.
Incredible.
all right, so +2, bloodletting, kukri, possibly cursed.
Possibly cursed. All right. I mean, there's also doors down the steps behind the altar.
I have concerns about those.
I couldn't imagine why.
So I guess here's the question: do we? I don't think any of us are in particularly a state to press on right now.
I
But
could
we also
probably
don't have an
do
exit. Roland might disagree. I guess we have two ways out. Because like I don't necessarily love the idea of whatever's behind the blood altar there. We know somebody's behind the other doors to the right. If we go that way, there's a fight. The only other way out is backwards, and that means we have to...
Just like 8 ghasts.
And clear the rooms of all the plague. What do we think? None of these options are particularly good. The doors to the right here would at least take us back in the direction of the central pit. But... I don't know.
We know someone's there.
Perhaps we take a listen to the doors behind the altar then, I suppose, see if we hear anything.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Alright. Who's moving up to the doors to listen?
I'll do it again. I'll own the consequences of my action. I'm not going to be the guy who says, let's do a thing, and then have somebody else
so
do it.
defeated.
I've been today, without getting into the details, today was a day of defeats. It was
I'm
just
sorry.
like, I got through all of it, but I was like, I nearly fell asleep in my car on the way home. I was passing. I was so like decompressing.
Well, we're glad you can make it.
So, Perception. Jesus fuck. All right. At 2 roll 20.
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
You get up to the doors and
Door eats you.
the door consumes your soul. No. I think you honestly just hear nothing. There's no noise coming from back there.
Is there any writing or anything on the doors?
Thank you. Love you. Sorry. You were saying writing on the doors, is that your question?
Any writing, any reliefs, anything like that?
On the southern doors. Whew. If my roll 20 would fucking let me scroll down, Jesus. Okay, oh my god, sorry. It was like permanently highlighting Roland and I couldn't do anything. There are kind of like more reliefs of like Cabreri temples type stuff, like ghouls. But no text.
Does anybody have any potions left before we press on?
I have a couple. Also, I have a
Yep.
second level heal in my staff left.
I think we save the heals. I think if anybody has like a moderate healing potion, I think maybe we give that to Roland because he's still pretty beat up and I can't treat medicine on him again for a while.
I have 5 lesser healing potions.
Roland I think has some stuff left too. Or I might have used it actually.
I think yeah.
Roland's got like 5 lesser healing potions.
I think let's have him chug one.
I'm thinking 2 to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Just feeling a bit better. I've got a one level 1 and 1 level 2 heal left. I think we save our spells for emergencies at this point. Ben, I can't remember. I think I've already used. Yes, I used battle medicine on Roland because he went down against the golems, so I can't do that again on him today.
No. You may not.
Alright, I'm still doing good because I, splurged on a bunch of moderate healing potions. If you think Roland needs one, I've got one. I've got plenty to spare.
I think we do one more. And then figure out which direction we go. We know somebody's behind the other 2 doors, but we don't know if there's another, like, plague gauntlet behind these doors down at the bottom. Do the other 2 doors off to the right have anything on them? Like, also Cabreri Temple stuff on them?
Yeah, I mean, this whole area is like a big Cabreri temple area, so more of that.
I think Tarek looks to Solvina and Gangini and looks to the group. Do we just go with the one where we know there's nobody whistling? Or at least where we don't hear anything yet?
We can open the door, take a look, see if there's any nightmare demons in there.
Yeah, bro. Get in the
So
doors.
I mean, at least on the upside, if we TPK, then we get to play Starfinder. So
I mean, fair enough. I'll put Roland near the front. I think Red probably falls near the back.
Yeah, she's pretty hurt. I'll move up near the front.
What is Red like class-wise? She's got to be a rogue of some sort, I'm assuming.
She's like a rogue with some gunslinger stuff.
Okay.
Well, it's like, because if you think of like what I based her off of, it's like a rogue, but someone who's got some good like mechanical knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the room's still glowing green. Let's fucking go.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, a lot of the green lights, honestly, just filtering in from out there.
What do we see?
All right. The ceiling of this octagonal room rises to a 20-foot-high dome, while most of the chamber floor drops away into a 100-foot deep shaft. The walls flicker and glow with ribbons of glowing green light that dance across countless bas-relief carvings of ghoul tunnels, below an idyllic countryside scene carved near the ceiling of the chamber. A stone pillar in the middle of the room supports a curving stairwell that descends to the room below.
What is with the 100-foot drops in this area?
Because look, 100's a great number, okay?
Okay.
You want me to give it to you in meters? It'll sound way less epic.
No, I'm good. Just...
Oh my god. That weapon is half a stone heavy.
It just seems odd to me that they were so specific about how deep the pit is, like to the bottom of the pit. And then it's just like, there's all this stuff that's 100 feet below that.
Hell yeah, there is, bro. You guys probably see some more if you step farther in that chamber there. Roland sees that there's a set of double doors 100 feet down at the bottom of the pit area. And let's go a cheeky little perception check while we're in here, boys. Let's do it.
Hang on a second, I'm getting a phone call.
All right.
Oh no, your perceptor just fucking bailed. Rolling.
Damn it.
Coming in hot. Fuck, and Tarek. Holy shit. So, you see kind of nestled into the wall down here, it would appear there is a relief carved into the wall that is no relief, rather a secret door.
I say we check the secret door first.
You were so quick to answer that.
Look,
Do the stairs lead down to the doors?
The stair, so like the 100-foot pit here, like this, it's a curving spiral staircase that gets you down to the bottom. I mean, you could just jump if you want to take the fast track.
as far as I remember from the upper floors, secret doors are more likely to lead to teleportation circles than visible doors.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do we want to check? Go ahead.
I think it's checking the secret door. Sounds like a good idea.
I'm on board with that too. If it's a way out.
All right. What's the order down the spiral staircase?
I think you got. I think Roland goes first. I'll immediately come up behind him.
Okay.
All right.
This is like the top of the stairs right here, so we're kind of like curving our way back in
I'll
order.
take third because I give everyone the 10-foot move speed within 10 feet around
That's
me.
right. Okay, so I'll go behind you then.
I think Red follows Lupin, Gangini in the back.
Yeah.
All right. You guys start making your way down the spiral staircase. This is gonna hurt my head a lot in terms of perception because we're looking at a 2D image. You guys get to about 20 feet down the 100-foot flight of stairs. As you do, we're gonna just roll straight into initiative here in a second. But you see figures begin to detach themselves, seemingly phasing out of the ghoul carved scenes around you. And at first, the floating detached figures, they kind of look like ghouls. And then you see they begin to emaciate even more than a ghoul already is. Their head seems to sprout coils of shadowy black hair that you're not quite positive. Is it actually living shadow? And you see their hands kind of contort, crack, and split into curved tentacle-like appendages. As you see this creature, well, 4 of these creatures hovering towards you. Initiative!
Alright.
I'm gonna do my oracular warning to give everyone +2.
Oh, fuck. He's oracled.
Oracle build.
He's so... damn it, I was gonna say that. He's so fucking oracle pilled right now.
Oh shit.
I've adjusted mine down.
Why am I not actually in the initiative?
Did you click your token?
I did.
Well, then, it just hates you. I don't know what to tell you.
And now it's not even letting me do anything with my I gotta refresh again.
Oh, rolling with the fucking nat 20 initiative. Roland was like, nah, fuck this. Alright, here, I'll add you to the order. Oh, what the fuck? You're gone.
Yeah, I had to refresh because things were not working right. And when I refreshed, it booted me into a different game.
Was it Caltera?
No, it was not Caltera.
Okay. Oh, probably your game, I guess I should probably assume.
It was indeed.
You know what? Probably should have guessed that first.
I have been doing... Oh, and now I have no token, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was... Like, you deleted it, like, the token's gone.
I most certainly did not mean to delete the token.
Damn, this game fucking hates you. It's like, how dare you load into another game? We're doing this.
Alright. Turn so I can type in my initiative.
Okay, hold on. I couldn't add it at first because you didn't even have anyone on the map.
Thank you.
Don't forget to add the bonus.
I did.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's rolling. How will Roland deal with these guys? That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. None of them are in sword range yet. And as such, change up our music to some nightmares. Tarek's kind of right next to one. As you guys, remember you guys aren't by the platform right now. Technically, you're like 20 feet down already.
Mm-hmm. If there's a way we can swap places, I don't know if there's a way we can. I don't know if there's a way to rotate.
I think if you just like auto fail and let him do a reposition check on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Okay, so he'll use one action to basically swap you and him. So I'm just gonna like that. He's got 2 actions left, and I believe is Roland's weapon Ghost Touch now.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Holy shit, guys! LMAO.
He knew this was gonna happen.
All right, 2 action Vicious Swing. It's lower than it could have been. Not gonna lie, it does hit. So you know that's good. Because these things are scary looking. I really love these things.
Does it make sense to use our hero points when we don't have many other resources?
I mean,
he already hit. It's just not gonna. It's just not gonna crit.
Yeah.
Here's the question. So it doesn't have any resistance because it's ghost touched. They're not. Oh, I thought they were immune to acid. They're not immune to acid. Okay, alright. It's the clean 38 damage right off the bat. This one shrieks and seems to lock its otherworldly gaze on them. Gangini, thoughts? You guys are basically like to set the scene a little bit more, like you guys are down what is basically a spiral staircase with a central pillar that it wraps around. No railings, no wall, nothing. Just like open air into a drop.
And they're like on the same like level as us. They're not like a significant elevation difference.
They basically appeared at your level at about 20 feet down as well, but they are hovering.
Said
So
20
there.
feet down.
Like they're at the same level as you. You're also 20 feet down.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
With probably a little variation, like Tarek is probably the lowest at like 25 feet. Gangini might be like 15 because we are like on an arc here.
The question I'm trying to ask is if there's a significant elevation difference where I can fireball them and not kill Red.
Not really.
Okay. Then I think
Could he fireball below them into the kind of wall so that they are at like the arc on the edge of the fireball?
God damn it. I'm thinking about 3D fireball now. Hold on. Let's see. So if
Look,
you shot
there's
at the
a fight.
wall.
On a staircase,
If there's a fight on a staircase.
It's better to think about sphere math before it, because it would have come up on my turn.
I think on the sphere, like if you're catching them in it on this arc, like you probably still catch Lupin and Red, because they're at the same height.
Right, but if you move it downward on the
Like you're trying to aim
sphere-
lower.
Exactly. So that the point in the sphere does not it hits below Red and Lupin.
I'd say you'd have to at least make an Arcana check on that, because this is a fucking precarious ass casting with no railing over a pit fighting animate dream creatures. I'd say this is possible. You gotta at least make an Arcana check to pull it off.
Can you do the math required?
I'm not calculating this fucking sphere right now. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the Arcana check for Gangini.
Oh.
Do Rally Anthem Divine Lance. Hope they're weak to holy damage.
Honestly, fair. It's valid. It's valid. I get it. Holy shit. Fuck, this template's in the way now. God damn it. I can't tell you how often I have to have a fireball template just like off in the corner of every fucking level you guys are on. Just so I can drag it on later and save time. Okay. So which one are you aiming at?
I guess like that. This one? I don't see Roland and who he's swung at.
Okay, so the top of the two over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It does not seem like they have any innate weakness to this damage. Also doesn't seem like they're getting, let me see, they're getting resistance on this though. No? Okay, yes. It does seem like it reduces slightly, however that did seem like a crit. By virtue of exceeding by 10 or more.
Okay. We take those.
So 22 with the reduction. Alright. Holy beam of light just lancing into this dream. That's that's actually 2 actions, because Divine is just 1, right?
Divine is 2.
Oh, it is 2. Okay.
1.
Gotcha. Alright.
Why is my HP displaying wrong?
Mine also did that. I had to manually correct it.
What is it? You're not, are you not at max?
I should be at 118 out of 138, and it says my max is 104.
Do you have any status effects on that are lowering your health?
Nope.
I thought you had some from last session.
Oh. When I loaded into Roll20 today, it said my max health was 40 out of 40.
Hell yeah.
So, that's... Am I playing, like, AD&D Wizard? Is that what we're doing?
We're gonna switch to Thaco.
Oh, good.
God.
No, no.
I like math. I'm pro math. Okay, that fixed it.
You can't be pro Thaco. No one can be that.
Thaco
It's
is
just
not math.
inefficient.
Thaco
It's-
is not math.
You're correct. I'm not pro it. I do like math though. Math is fun.
Math is good. That was not a good time for D&D. I still see people at local shops being like, let's play that version. I'm like, let's not.
No.
Ben, I think I accidentally found the dinosaurs.
What are you talking about? Oh, are you trying to just select them? Yeah, I have them controlled by everybody.
Yeah. I
Were you just selecting stuff in the dark? What are you doing? Oh, you were trying to like drag around.
No. I in the same way that I do this all the time during combat, I just kind of click around aimlessly
Jesus Christ.
out of combat, and I found the dinosaurs.
You're like the main reason I have to leave every surprise I have on the GM layer.
Sorry.
I'm just like, I got like, fuck. Nyx is gonna find. I gotta hide it. I gotta hide this shit deep. Holy shit, dude. Okay. The animate dreams are gonna fucking go. So their initial move. Yeah, they're gonna begin combat with that for sure. It do be like that. Okay, they're each gonna pick a person. Roland, Tarek, Sylvina, and Gangini. So the 2 red rogues are out. All of you gonna give me... Fuck, what's the order?
Clockwise.
No, hold on. Stand by. I gotta figure this out. Oh, it's just that one save. Right, of course, because they changed it this edition. Anyway, all the people I said give me will saves.
Yup.
You do get one from the rallying anthem as well, so just make sure we're factoring that in.
I think I should use a hero point on that.
Yeah.
Oh, Gangini with the fucking crit success over there.
Okay, 27 is better than 23.
That
Don't know
did
if it's enough.
that did change it from a fail to a pass.
See, that's worthwhile.
Hero points well spent.
All right, hold on. Let's get the right dice out.
Gangini is like, I have stared into the abyss and it blinked. You do not bother me.
All
Do
right.
you believe if I told you will saves were my worst saving throw?
Roland crit succeeds, I believe.
Oh yeah, bravery.
So you and Gangini take nothing. Sylvina and Tarek are going to take 17 mental damage, and you're both frightened 1.
Alright. 17 you say.
I do say that. Alright, this one is going to be hovering below Tarek, kind of 5 feet down, reaching for your ankles. This one is kind of face-to-face with Gangini. Those 2 moves are the last actions. These ones were already here, and therefore going to use their actual third action to reach those weird tentacle hands out to touch Lupin and Roland. Lupin is first. Alright, Lupin, that is a 30.
That does hit.
Alright.
Even with the +1? I don't actually know what your armor class is.
Yeah, because my armor class is 28.
I would
Okay.
I would wager probably yes.
Yep.
Alright. You are going to take 17 negative damage, or void damage, whatever it's called now. And I need you to make a fortitude save as those tentacles kind of stroke your temple.
Alright.
That is a pass, and thankfully this is a save or suck effect.
Alright.
Rolling 27, which does not hit him.
Plus
He
one.
dodges.
Yes.
All right, that's their turn. Tarek.
All right. Tarek looks around, shrugs. And then second level heal, all three. So radial burst. I'm assuming these things have, so they all four of them have to make a DC 28 Fortitude save.
They're not void healed.
They're not undead?
No.
Well, alright. Well, everybody still heals then.
These
That's
are-
unfortunate.
You guys can make an occultism check if you would like. But no,
Okay.
despite looking like a fucked up ghoul, they are not undead.
Well, okay. Could I
That
make it
changes
could
things.
I make that occultism check before I do that then?
I'm gonna say
or
since
do
you
I
popped the
just-
spell, I feel like you popped it.
I popped the spell. I mean, folks are hurt. It's fine.
I think it might heal them though.
If they're
To
not
be fair,
undead, it will.
only one of them I think has taken damage so far.
Two.
Yeah.
Two of them.
All right, roll that heal. Give me my monster's health back. God, it feels so fucking good. I never get healed.
24. Oops. Sorry.
All right, this one's just at max.
That was. I thought I was helping.
Gengi, you can make the occultism check on your turn, but Tarek, if you would like to make an occultism check on your turn, you can.
I don't know. Oh, that makes sense. They look undead to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're like they look like undead. Clearly, they're not. Your spell didn't affect them, but they look emaciated and gross.
I mean, it affected them. It just didn't affect them in the way that I wanted.
I guess, yeah, that is true. It did affect them, just not in a way that behooved you guys in any fashion.
I swear at them in Orcish, and that's my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go for an occultism check. Nope.
Oh my god.
3 on the die.
They're rare purple ghouls! The worst breed to have.
To be fair, we've had quite a day.
That is fair. You know, it's not an ideal day for you guys. Sylvia, comments, questions, concerns?
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. I figure no, that I think you would not allow. I think that's too silly.
Even I would not allow. Look, I like the hustle, but yeah.
Well, I was wondering if I could use the fact that we're on stairs to go off the stairs for a brief moment in time and land back on the stairs. But,
That would be an insanely hard acrobatics check.
yeah. I figured.
The risks do not seem worth the temporary reward to just fall 80 feet.
Well, it was gonna be with Ash Strider so that I could hit them as well.
I feel like probably not.
But yeah, as I said, I don't think that even I am not trying to push for that. All right. Well, I think we're pretty set in our positions, so they've positioned unfortunately well. It means that I can only hit 2 of them.
Yeah,
No
I
matter
definitely
how
didn't
I-
just position them in a perfect square.
Yeah, I'll go for. I'll do a flying
Yeah.
flame through the 2 on the bottom. No. I'm gonna do a flying flame through the 2 on the right, because that leaves my last action open for elemental blast.
All right, current DC.
Current DC is 28.
Top one pass, bottom one fail.
All right. So the bottom one takes. I assume it's reduced.
It is slightly reduced, yeah. So top one passed for. Okay. Bottom one failed. Okay, there we go.
Now I'm gonna do a 1-action air elemental blast for lightning damage at the one next to Roland. 40 for 8 electricity damage.
I hope that
Um,
does.
Okay. 40, that does crit for sure. Which one is this on?
The one next to Roland.
Okay, so 8.
Does the 40
Doubled to
crit?
6. Yeah, doubled to 16. Slightly reduced. This one's about, is actually exactly at bloodied. Alright, Lupin.
All right. Alright. Definitely want to try to. No, just one next to me, but seems that the one is bloodied. See if I might be able to do some damage to it to get it off the board. At least try to. Alright, so. Alright, first action, I'm going to go ahead and throw Monarch at this one.
Alright.
And does Frighten tick down at the end of my turn?
Yeah, unless they're increasing it, which they're not right now.
Wonderful.
We were frightened one, right?
That was on, sorry,
Yes.
bottom left, Roland, or Lupin?
It's sorry, this
Bottom
one
right,
is,
okay.
bloodied. Yep.
Right. Seems to be slightly reduced, but does take damage.
And so you can't do for now. So I'll go ahead and just make a second attack with map. All right, 23.
23 does not hit.
I didn't think so. All right, let's check something else real quick. All right, so we'll just here. So I'll go ahead and just lay it on. I'll do third attack, same target with max map.
Worth a
Definitely
shot.
hit.
Flings
Right.
through the air and comes back to your hand.
All right, that's all for
Roland,
me.
gonna do his ghost touch thing. Crits it for 59 damage. It had 58 left, and it dissipates in a burst of purple mist. It's kind of a tough place. He's gonna use his third action to like move to here. Like through Tarek as an ally, so farther down. But that is his third action to move.
Okay.
Gangini.
I'm going to cast Mirror Malefactors on the one I'm in melee with. I hope they don't critically fail.
Alright. Oh my god, mirror malefactors.
They are larger or smaller, I'm assuming.
They are. The reflections leap from the mirrors and attack the target. That was a crazy high roll. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Alright. So it's on just this one right here?
Yep.
Okay. DC 29. That is a fail. It's partially reduced, but it still takes an assload of damage in one go. This one is now bloodied.
Okay. It is also frightened.
Oh. It might be immune to that.
Okay.
Weirdly, it's not. It's immune to a lot of other things, though.
And then third action, I'll do another rallying anthem to bolster the defenses.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let me read something here. Do you guys get a save? Okay. The one next to Lupin is gonna reach out and touch you. I'm gonna say it's gonna have to try to hit your AC for this to work, because technically there's no save. What's your AC right now?
Alright. 28.
That will hit. It touches you, there's a flash of purple light, and you see Lupin and the animate dream appear at the bottom of the pit 100 feet down as it dimension doors him away from you guys.
What the fuck?
It'll then use its third action to attack you. Not that you are farther from your allies. 31.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, 18 negative damage and another fortitude save.
Alright, fort save.
You're good. Save or suck. Alright. The frightened one over here is going to try and touch Gangini. And definitely will. Gangini and the other animate dream are going to appear at the bottom of the floor down here. This one doesn't want to do anything to Roland because he's so scary, so we'll grab Tarek instead. This spell does have the manipulate action, so this will trigger an op attack from Roland. Does hit for 29. Trying to touch you, Tarek. Nat 20. Conveniently, that doesn't really do anything different than just touching you, but the pair of you appear by the doors down here.
Alright.
Then the two other ones that haven't attacked yet are each going to attack their respective teleport targets. The one on Gangini. 25.
Nope.
Oh, nice. You dodge out of the way of its tentacle hand. Tarek, 24.
Big ol' miss.
Oh, yeah, they fucking swing and a miss with their nightmare tendrils, and you guys dodge it. Alright. Tarek, you are now about 80 feet below your allies, although admittedly you can see Lupin here. And you can kind of see Gangini past the, like, spiraling staircase. It's hard, though.
Alright, I'm going to... Well... Talking like Shaw again.
Well, these damn nightmare beasts.
Although to be fair, Shaw tends to have a little more drawl to it, I suppose.
Yeah. I'd say that's fair.
I am nearly out of ammo, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do, though, is back up to Lupin. Actually, no. I'll stay where I'm at. Actually, no, I am going to move over to Lupin, so we can at least... And the one that's wounded in front of me, yeah, I'm just going to lightning bolt the shit out of him.
Alright.
So the wounded one by the door.
Yep, they don't have any op attack from you moving. Okay, it's gonna make a reflex save. Your DC is 28, so that is...
I think the frightened should be gone, so it should be back to 29 now.
Mine's always...
I think his is always 28.
Oh.
Beans' is one higher because of an item he has.
Yeah,
It passes, but not crit passes.
Alright, so 15.
You see, like, it's trying to hit these things. Like, the lightning does go through it. It just almost like... It seems as if they're both here and not here. Like, it's a very surreal visual.
Okay, well, that's 2 actions.
Alright. Oh, and you moved for the third action.
Oh, yep, I'm good. That's my turn.
Sylvina.
Alright. So I did not actually think this line of text in flinging updraft would be relevant, but it is. So I'm going to cast flinging updraft on Roland and toss him into the air over here. And he will fall, but he won't take any fall damage because of flinging updraft.
What?
Yep, flinging updraft makes it so if you fall after your big jump, you don't take any fall damage.
That seems dumb.
Here it is.
I need to just, like, nerf your character, honestly. His abilities are so stupid.
They really are.
Okay. What is the success and critical failure? Is they get a save if it's an enemy?
Yep.
All right. I guess he'll land down there.
Cool. And then because unfortunately they're all out of my 80-foot elemental blast range, I'm gonna descend another.
Just run down the stairs. Hell yeah.
25 feet to there. Which, given that I'm moving sideways, is probably like 15 feet down or something.
Yeah, about that. Lupin.
All right. Well, they think it's like here, but they don't seem to realize that they've opened them. That I work well in much more open spaces. So sucks for them. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. Since I've got my little charm thing here, I'm gonna spend action, activate the Jade Talisman against this one that I'm in melee range with.
Ooh, all right. Go flat-footed.
All right, and of course, second action, attack with the Monarch.
Ooh, it's not good. You want a hero point?
Tell you what, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a hero point on that.
I feel like if you already burned the resource, the one-use talisman, you might as well.
Might as well, yeah. All right, let's try that again. On. Much
Hell
better.
yeah!
Okay.
All right, that one crits. So first thing it does is do 28 damage, which is partially reduced, but then you get to double the sneak attack damage as well.
4d6 off of that.
All right, another
Then-
17.
Let's see here. Then I'm gonna just double check the wording here because I forgot the debilitation here. Okay, so right, because I got at level up here. The base is that takes target takes an additional 2d6 precision damage.
All right, yeah, double that too. Lower roll that time, but does still count. With that one stab, thanks to the Jade Talisman, this one's bloody now.
Wait. Let's see here. I'll stay where I am, but you know what's something I haven't done in a while? It's like I'll just look at here, and I don't know if it'll have any effect on it, but you know what? Because I'm gonna stay in melee with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just taunt him a little bit.
Hell yeah. All right, against their will DC. What's this one's will DC?
All right.
Their will DC is
20.
that is a success. So it does take the -2 penalty.
So I guess it's like here. It's like so he'll. So it's like here he'll sort of like activate like here, and as it's off guard, just sort of like quickly like slash at here, and it'll just sort of say like he'll sort of like just enough to hear. He'll say it here, but he's sort of like speaking up to Red, say like, "Hey Red, hope you don't mind if I dance with someone else for a moment."
You see she is just hiding by the pillar. She, like, doesn't want to get involved with this. You think she might be a little panicked after her last encounter.
Fair. All right, but that's the reactions. That's my turn.
Alright. Roland. He is
Down at the
going
bottom now.
to try a swing. Crits. And almost kills it. And second swing. That kills it. And that is all three of his actions. As he takes another. Gangini?
Well spent.
I think I'm just gonna cast Ben's favorite spell in the game. Just do 5th level Force Barrage on this one. Just finish off the one
Yes.
Lupin set up. 41 force damage.
It's still alive. Very
They're
close,
wounded
though.
now.
A couple less ones. That could have worked. Alright. This one is going to move action to Tarek. This one stays where it is. The one that stayed is going to triple attack Lupin. Alright. 33.
Yep, that'll hit.
28.
That just hits.
And the third one will miss. Alright, the first one. 22 negative damage. The next one. 15 negative damage, and then give me 2 fortitude saves.
Damage has been applied. Alright.
Are you rerolling it, or?
Yep, I got a 24 and a 32.
Alright. Oh, okay, for both. Alright, so first one fails, second one passes, but the fail already happened. You, my friend, are currently fatigued. You briefly, your sight seems to leave this room and take on a bird's eye view of a burning Sandpoint as you hear people screaming and dying in the flames below. You snap back to here feeling so tired, and you are fatigued. Yeah. Tarek.
Alright.
Alright, Tarek, the first one is a 39,
Oh, that's a critical.
and then a 29.
That also still hit.
Alright. The crit does 35 negative damage. And the not crit does 22. So a total of 57.
Ow.
And I'm going to need 2 fortitude saves.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
Okay, better.
Alright.
Pants.
You re-rolled it into a pass, but unfortunately the second one still fails.
Fatigue 1.
Yep, you are fatigued. Yeah, fatigue 1. Okay. That's a turn. Tarek. The one over here is very low. The one next to you is about exactly a bloodied.
I'm running out of ammo here. check something real quick.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't. Okay, I can't do that at second level. Does that matter at all? That's a question.
I don't know.
Not really. Yeah, why not? I need to use these charges. I'm going to spend 2 charges from my Staff of Fire, so I have 1 left. And I'm going to do a second level Breathe Fire, which I don't have. I'll have to roll an additional 2d6 damage. Good grief, which is good. So total of 15 damage, and then DC 28 save.
Alright. Partially reduced. Oh, but first we gotta make a save. Does fail the save.
Alright, so 15.
Okay. Seems a little bit injured by that. You guys see, like, again, like, they're almost creepily silent. Their hair is kind of, like, floating as if underwater, but it's just still staring daggers into you.
And then, because I have for nothing better to do, I cast Bomb.
Alright, that's a crit.
Okay. So for 22 bludgeoning damage, I do not have Ghost Touch anything. It's a magic weapon, but it's not Ghost Touch.
True. Okay, so it gets actually... Oh, God damn it. Come on. There we go. Alright, Sylvina.
Alright, so sadly I don't quite have the range without moving, so I do have to move to get to here.
I feel like this is so contrary to, like, Sylvina's, like, calm pose demeanor. Just like, book it down the stairs.
Yep. But now I have the range to flinging updraft Roland from where he is to next to Tarek. I figure my best bet is reducing the actions Roland needs to spend moving,
Alright.
as he does the big ghost touch damage. So that's it for me.
Alright. Lupin.
Alright, let's see here. You like it right here, so alright. I like the idea of getting that flank, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to move away. There you go. Full movement gets me. There's my first action. Oop. And then I will then go ahead and attack with the flank. Go ahead and attack with the monarch.
Hell yeah. Jesus.
Natural 20.
Alright, 26 plus double the fucking sneak attack damage. Alright, it's already taking damage from that part.
Alright. Alright, and then if it's still up, I will go ahead and use the additional precision damage with
Does
decisive rotation.
Does still seem to be up.
Alright.
But with that, it is down. As you sprint across the room, it's distracted by Roland and his ghost touch weapon. You take full advantage of the monarch drives through its chest. And now it is Roland. Roland is going to one action stride, and then swing for the fences with vicious swing. That is exactly a crit and does 74 damage to kill the 18 damage it had left. Alright, we're out of combat.
Alright. I will flinging updraft Red down and then myself down.
bitching. She kind of lands and looks a little sheepish that she didn't do anything. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't usually freeze up like that.
Can you let me down, Ben?
Hold on.
I'm stuck on the staircase. Thank you.
Alright, I'll go ahead and chug one of my moderate healing potions.
Reasonable.
God damn.
You guys are going to get 30 XP.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that feels really
I mean,
cool.
it was
That
a pretty easy encounter for you guys. You're level 10 now.
Yeah.
Just seeing how Red's like, here, I'll just walk up to her and I'll start to want to put a hand on her shoulder at first, but then hesitate, and I'll just look at her and say, You alright, Sha?
I'll be fine. I think as you like turn away from her, you feel that she reaches out and is holding your hand really tight, but is like looking in the opposite direction, like not acknowledging that she's holding your hand.
He won't say anything, but he'll just let her hold on to his hand as long as she wants.
Whew, alright. No loot down here. But there's doors. And aren't doors really the best kind of loot?
Yes. Yes, doors are the best kind of loot. I fully agree with that.
I mean, if they're a bejeweled door, then you just knock it off the hinges and take it with you, then it's actually loot.
The secret one is indeed locked, if that's where you're trying to go.
That's the first place we're going.
So,
Lupin, if you would...
Alright.
Oh, let's check for traps first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see if it's trapped.
Maybe skeleton key? I don't know if we still have that.
Let me see.
I don't even know if there's really a point in that.
Yeah, I do still have it.
Oh, and it's a once a day thing.
Do you want
but
to...
it casts knock.
Yeah.
And that would let
Yeah, so if we're
everyone
trying to be
know we're
sneaky,
here.
it's not... Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess that depends. We tried to be sneaky, or not?
Well, I mean, it's always an option if we fail, no? Oh, wait, no, it's but you haven't rolled yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Specifically if you haven't rolled yet, but it isn't the knock spell, so...
I mean, what do you all think? Sadly, we don't have anything that can do silence, so...
Who's casting the knock spell?
No.
Nobody.
We're not
I
necessarily
think we're bailing on casting it.
Yeah.
In which case, just a thievery check.
Alright.
Okay,
Right, perception first, check it for traps.
Yeah. Sorry, I zoned out for a second and just heard knock spell, and I'm like, what are we doing? Who knows this spell? But I see it's part of the key.
Perception. Ah.
Damn well concealed door. Very impressive craftsmanship.
Alright. He's like, here. And now he's like, here. Lupin's like, alright, no traps. Alright, thievery. Hello. 27.
I'm gonna give you channel points for that.
Oh, okay, thank you. Alright.
Is this the inappropriate time for me to try to give him guidance?
You can give him guidance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a +1 there, Lupin.
Alright. So we use channel points, and we'll try that again with a +1 then.
Nope, not that one.
There we go.
Just fucking blasts him with sonic energy, smacks his head, just smacks his head into the wall from like the force of the damage. And then yeah, just echoes up the 100-foot shaft.
The point blank bullhorn. Oh no.
Alright, so 29, so that's better.
Okay, let's see. That... is that enough? From the secret door...
Wait, is there a way to assist in this?
Yeah.
How do you assist?
Same skill check. You gotta hit like at least the DC 20. If you get a nat 1, it reduces it by 1.
Alright, well...
Good effort.
I didn't get a nat 1. I got a 2 on the die.
We have been rolling like morons in our skill checks today.
You're like, what if you move that one to the side? And he's like, that one's the probe. That's not the part that does the pick. That's...
It's like, excuse me, who's the thief here?
Thankfully...
I might as well... Because, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Thankfully, 29 is enough. It's unlocked.
Okay.
See, I told you I know what I'm doing.
You're right.
Alright. The door seems to be able to be
lock picking.
to be pushed in on oiled hinges.
Yep, I'll go ahead. Door open. It is a push door, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will then push the door in.
Alright. Go for it. A long stone workbench wraps along the western, southern, and part of the eastern walls of this room. This foul-smelling chamber. Alchemical supplies, bones, books, and other objects lie in a chaotic mess atop the counter. To the north, a large U-shaped trough in the ground is filled with stinking, decaying coils of entrails, bobbing in rotting, congealing stew of blood and rotten meat chunks. You can't see him from your angle, but you hear someone tinkering with pots or pans. It's hard to tell. Do you go in? Hello?
I was just thinking. Alright, Lupin will go in, but he'll just, like, put a finger up to his lips and he'll just try to be very quiet.
Alright, go ahead and walk in.
Alright, just being quiet. If you allow, I will roll for stealth.
Sure.
Alright, 32. So just...
Alright, what's his bonus? Give me 1 sec. You see this clearly more powerful than a ghoul. He must be aghast. You see he puts down this, like, tonic that he's fiddling with, and in kind of a scratchy voice says, "Come in. It's far past time we spoke." As you see this ghast standing before you.
Ron's still a bit wary, so he'll move in, but he'll still keep his distance. And he'll just quickly motion, as he starts to, like, hear, he'll motion for everyone else to follow him in.
Good. This offers for all you and your ilk. I smell the putrefactions upon you. It seems you made it through Cabreri's little tests. Well done. Most impressive. But now that you're here, I have a proposition, should you be willing to hear an old alchemist out. What do you guys say?
I'm inclined to say no.
But you haven't even heard the proposal.
Alright. Won't guarantee anything, but what you got on offer?
There is a creature that I had in accord with prior to this. It has been most vexing in its actions of late. You may know it as, Caleb Valdemar. But in reality, it is Tilwatchek.
Yeah. The intellect devourer.
Yeah, we knew that.
If you're going to address me, please enter the chambers and do me the courtesy.
I'm kind of in the way if I enter the chamber. Kind of chose like the one space where I could get view of you without blocking other people.
How am I to trust you if you won't even show yourself?
Does he not have view of me, Ben?
I mean, like, a sliver.
Okay, because I chose like the one spot I could stand in.
I'm looking from your perspective.
View of him.
I don't think he has the right lighting settings because they didn't put him on all the NPCs. So he probably hold on. I'm gonna adjust his settings on the back end real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'd say he can see like most of you. He has stopped fulfilling his sides of the bargains. If you slay him, I will gather my ilk, the other ghasts of the temple and our ghoul subordinates, and leave this part of Orisia never to return. The lovely, live folk in Sandpoint will be unharmed.
Can we get that in writing?
Yeah, I'd like to do a.
But of
insight check
course.
possible.
He like pulls out a scroll and fountain pen. I'd
Also, like, make a
also
perception.
be willing to throw in a mix of my alchemical elixirs, mutagens, and kind of like licks his lips, poisons. Oh yeah, give me a perception check.
I have been. Wow. All right. We're tired.
Roll for red. Okay. It's like, I don't know. It seems like he's telling the truth. Seems to really have a lot of hatred for that other guy. Wait, did he say Caleb is an intellect devourer?
Yeah, we knew that.
It's like, yeah, we learned that about him a little while back.
Hadn't really been a time to bring it up to you yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
She like double checks the pistol's loaded
sure,
again.
we've had so much. Yeah, sure. We've had so much other stuff going on.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you all seem. It seems like he will take his gas and get the fuck out of Dodge if you kill this dude.
I mean,
We were gonna do it anyway. We might as well.
I mean, yeah, it's like even in character, Lupin be like, "Look, you're planning on doing it anyway. This way, we get some extra out of it."
Yeah, but I don't think Roland would go for it.
Well,
Given how he reacted when I tried to parlay with Wolgar, who was not
If it matters, I'm also voting to fight him.
one of the two. So it feels. I don't like the idea of taking advantage of his absence.
all right. In that case, are you guys thinking you'll rush him? Do you guys think that Roland would?
I mean, to be fair, jeez.
I don't know if he'd rush him, but Roland would be like, I don't want to parlay with this guy. I want to hit him with my sword.
He has been fairly consistent that in his mind, ghouls and ghasts are on site.
All right. Then I'm going to assume he's jumping, and we're going to roll for initiative.
I will boost initiative again.
You will kill us
Man,
all
I am
on
in-
sight. Sorry, I'm thinking about,
I'm
thinking about Doctor Who.
I say +3 bonus this time.
Should be a 33.
So it makes mine a 28.
Roll 20 does
think-
not want to be my friend today.
It is not being kind to us, that's for sure.
It's literally not letting me alter the numbers in my initiative order.
What are you, 34?
33.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
All right. All right. Kanker's going to get a rather violent smirk on his face.
Yeah, I figure this is not gonna go well.
Fine. Be that way. And he is gonna start making some moves. Oof, so many choices that Kanker's got, you know? What is he gonna do? Probably just like kiss the homies, I guess.
Always a good option.
Oh man, I forgot he had that. First of all, yeah, I guess actually that'll be a reaction later. We'll keep that as a little treat for you guys. Hell yeah. First thing he's gonna do, almost like quick as fucking lightning, he snatches a vial off the counter and just hurls it directly at Roland. That is going to be... yep. That's gonna crit.
Oh god.
Oh, this was a good idea.
Thankfully, Roland is reducing fire damage as the pot explodes. So he'll only take 27. He is currently burning for 8. And Solvina and Tarek, you guys are going to take 7 fire damage from the splash. He is then going to jump across the room, and as part of that jump, pounce on our rogue like a fucking just beast predator. And as he goes to bite, if he hits, he's going to trigger his reaction. Does a 39 crit you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is going to trigger his toxic effluvium. Thankfully, for me, Canker has exposed himself to so many toxics and poisons over the years that he begins to secrete a foul-smelling, clear fluid from his gums as the jaws sink into you. So this is going to be a crit, so this will also double the poison damage from the effluvium. So this is going to be that plus the actual base damage. He's going to sink his mouth into the side of your neck for 45 damage. And I need you to make 2 fortitude saves. Count 'em, 2, baby!
Oof. Alright.
Well, I mean, what's more disease for you, you know? You also see as his fangs retract, like, pulls them out of your jaw, you guys notice that Lupin is completely rooted to the spot. He has been paralyzed by the ghoul's bite. Finally, as his third action, he is going to swing that oddly smoking mace towards you. You are off guard. This is with an 8. Oh my god. Alright, well, it is with the iterative attack penalty, but he's going to get a nat 20.
He's had 3 actions and they've all been crits.
Yeah. Correct.
Cool.
It's fine, everything's fine. As the mace slams into you, you briefly see visions of Sandpoint getting flooded with green gas and ghouls eating citizens. So this is actually also doing mental damage to you as the mace slams into your skull. It's gonna be 46.
And that puts me down.
Alright, you guys see Lupin's paralyzed body collapse to the floor as Canker just turns to look at the rest of you, his fangs dripping blood.
And because I am at doomed 1, that now puts me at dying 2.
Woo, baby! Sylvina?
Alright, one second. I need to move the turn order so I can...
He's like, you could have taken the deal!
And it's like unconscious. It's like, look, I wanted to negotiate. I was fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna cast Flames of Ego on him.
What the fuck is that?
This is my once-a-day spell for my Greater Attenuator. He needs to make a will save.
Okay.
And if he gets a crit success, he's unaffected. If he gets a success, he's shedding bright light, another 40 of dim light, and becomes fascinated with himself for 1 round, and must spend at least 1 action in a taunting display of arrogance or overconfidence.
Oh, that's right. You
With
did do this
failure, it's a duration of a minute. And you can't act hostile toward a creature that hasn't acted hostile towards him. And with crit failure, it's the same except 2 actions on the display of arrogance.
Alright, he is going to get a 35.
Alright, that is a failure, but not... Or, sorry, that is a
Pass,
success, but
not a crit success.
Yes.
So he's shedding light,
So,
and...
for 1 round, he's fascinated with himself, and must spend at least 1 action on his turn in a taunting display of arrogance and overconfidence.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I was hoping he would roll low, because if he crit fails that, it basically ends the fight there. But
Hey!
Nick, how many of the absurd things that we've fought has been rolled poorly on? Like, all of us who rely on saves are not doing well in this.
No, I know, but I figured it was better than the will save, or the reflex save.
True. I've about given up on reflex saves at this point.
Alright. Anyway, that's it for my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Uh,
On the bright side, he can't concentrate on anything at the moment.
I believe in you, Gangini.
I kind of wanted to do like a setup turn, but
Oh.
I don't know if we have setup turn time.
You
I
know
don't
what?
think we do.
Oh my god, you guys, you know what? I think I might have been a silly goose.
You're already winning, Ben.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need Gangini, Red, and Roland to make fortitude saves. Red passes, crazily enough. Gangini passes. Roland fails.
Yes, hero
Can
point.
I was gonna say either hero point or I can give him channel points if he doesn't have one.
Oh, he's got his hero point as used yet. I'll try. Okay.
Christ.
Fuck you, roll 20.
Yeah, so ghoul stench is a problem. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Roland is sickened 1 right now.
It's not the worst.
A little vomit face on him. Sorry, keep going, Gangini. Now it really is your turn.
Okay. I think it's only second level, but I think doing like an AoE heal is probably good. I'm assuming he would take damage from it, and if he doesn't,
I think
we
you're
have
pretty
no
confident that
issue.
ghasts are undead at this point. Unless he's lying about being a ghast.
Okay, so that's 26 healing and 5 damage if he fails his DC 29 saving throw.
What save is it?
I should know this. Fortitude.
He's gonna pass.
Figured.
So he takes half of that?
2 damage.
Oh, just 2 damage.
2 damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, but that gets Lupin up though with 26 heals.
The healing adds the bonus.
Oh,
the
that's right,
damage
because it...
doesn't.
Yeah. Alright,
So, yeah, he takes
Lupin gets healed for 26.
Alright.
So dying
That's
2 is
3
gone.
action.
But you are wounded 3 right now. And you
Lovely.
are still paralyzed currently. Alright, Tarek.
This is gonna sting. Alright, I'm going to 1 action move to here. Second action, I'm going to reposition Lupin. I'm assuming you wish to auto fail so I can move you behind me.
Yes, please.
I don't think he can really resist you
Alright,
either. He's
I'm-
paralyzed.
And then
Also, you have now entered his stink aura. Give me a fortitude save.
yeah, nothing to do about that. I'm second 1. All right, that could be worse.
Alright, second 1.
How long does fatigue last for, Ben? Till you rest?
In this case, yeah, I think it's always till rest, actually, but definitely in this case.
Alright. And even though I'm going to take a beating for my trouble here, I'm also going to go ahead. I can't do anything to clear the condition. Actually, let me check medicine real quick. I'm 99% certain I can't. That's down to treat poison, treat wound. Nothing I can do with the medicine skill right now. Do I have any? Aha! On Lupin.
Hell yeah, baby! Salve of anti-paralysis.
My
Lupin,
last one.
you are no longer paralyzed.
All right.
I probably should have saved that in case Roland gets locked up, but we need you in the fight right now.
All right.
That's my turn.
thank you.
All right, Roland's gonna take 8, which actually is reduced because he takes 10 to burning. So his burning does nothing; he just strides forward on fire, and he's gonna move into a flanking position.
Well, not 20.
Please. Please.
Let's see. Can't do any of that as a reaction. Alright, he's gonna swing.
Oh no. Alright, I'm giving him channel points for that.
Okay.
Do I say wait, you guys think yeah, we need this to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to deal as much damage as possible.
Alright, spent.
Alright, let's see.
Yes!
40.
Much better.
Nice, that will hit.
With
With me and
flanking?
flanking. Is that a critical in flank?
No.
Okay, so we need a nat 20, I guess, for Roland to crit.
Maybe. Hey, there's potential it could be a 19. You don't know.
You're right. It could also be on a 19 or 20.
The acid seems to
With
do
flanking.
nothing to this guy.
Okay.
Sure is.
35,
It
still
kinda makes sense,
35.
though.
Hopefully.
Hopefully the Monarch does.
Or
something if
is
he's
it? It
undead.
is. He does take the 35.
Okay. That's something. That's a start.
Is Red gonna get involved in this or not?
Oh shit, sorry, I gotta roll her in. Forgot to roll her in. Okay, well, alright, she's going at the end of the order anyway, I guess, so. That actually works out. Alright, that's Roland's turn. Lupin.
All right.
I would like to remind everyone,
Don't-
Lupin doesn't have Die Hard. And he's at Wounded 3. If Lupin goes down, he's dead, instantly.
Throwing item, then get out of the space.
Just gonna throw that out there.
He threw it twice and then dip.
Yeah, that works too.
That's the thing. Normally, I do like here, but it's still with with me being like here, it's kind of precarious here. So I think for now, I'll go ahead and, like I said, I'm glad I stocked up on these. I'm going to chug a moderate healing potion. All right, not too bad.
Pretty good roll.
Just shy. Alright, just shy of half HP. Alright. Then let's go ahead and yeah, you know what? I do need the here. I want to try to get the DPS if I can. So alright, go ahead. Second action move in.
You don't have to move in. You can just you could throw it and then dip, if you want. Either way.
Through. Alright. Yeah, I think it's like here. So yeah, never mind. So instead, I'll stay here, and then second action, go ahead and chuck the Monarch at him. 30.
That, well, he's flat-footed, not gonna hit. His mace whips around his body and clangs your thrown weapon away.
Makes sense. Alright, it's doing like here, so I'm doing like here, so I'll go ahead and chuck another moderate healing potion, then that'll be my turn. Damn, 2 1s.
Good lord. Alright. It's red. She's gonna like basically quick draw that pistol out of her wrist. She is going to fire twice. He's effectively flat-footed, so this could do sneak. Okay. All right, she's gonna hit once. She's gonna wing him with a rather panicked shot and only do like 8 damage. That's her
What
turn.
do I say? All damage is good damage.
All right, what's next? He's gonna have to use one action to do his thing. Okay. In his vanity, you see he like takes the time. Like he turns behind him, adjusts some beakers and flasks of an ongoing experiment he's doing, just because he has the fucking time to stunt on you guys. And then he will attempt to bite Tarek. No, Roland. He is not going to crit Roland, but it'll hit. Roland needs 2 fortitude saves. Okay, Roland is not paralyzed.
Thank God.
Still gonna do plus. Oh, is his effluvium still effluviating? It is not currently, so don't need that. 27 on the bite, almost max. Then he is just going to fucking whip his nightmare mace, or sorry, nightmare flail at Tark. Okay, taking the multi-attack penalty, 30.
Oh yeah, it hits.
Fuck yeah, bruh. Actually does less damage than the bite, crazily enough. 17. Oh, forgot the mental damage, because as you see, Sandpoint being consumed by ghouls. So it's actually 23 damage.
Okie dokie.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us? Sylvina? It's your go.
Nick. I think she's having technical difficulties.
Okay.
Nick.
If we want to pause there anyway, if she's having technical difficulties, we can BRB. I need to get some water anyway.
Okay.
Alright, let's take a quick break. back in. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Just
you're
want
fine,
to
you're fine.
make sure we're cooking. All right, so it is your turn, Nix. As we come back here, we figured while you were
I'm
fixing
going
stuff, might as well take a
to-
break.
Yeah.
All right.
More or less old because more
You're roboting it.
Yeah, there's some roboting happening.
Okay.
Okay, I mean,
I'll do another one at map, I guess. No. Okay.
all right.
Cool.
Fire just sailing across the room into the stone wall. Gangini. I mean, look, you guys have done like 45 damage to him so far. That's something.
He doesn't care.
No, I mean, he's taking damage.
He's like Honey
Has
Badger.
he?
He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
There is one guy, and we were at a broom closet. I have one 5th level spell left.
Do it.
And
Go for
46 is at force damage.
Nice.
All right, he is peppered by glowing cards, and he's just like, "That's not fun."
means you're gonna get eaten. Now, I am very sorry about that, but that was very.
I'm out of
that
5th level
that's what we
spells.
needed.
I'm not useful anymore.
I'm gonna eat his
Do fourth level
face.
spells?
My 4th level spells are worse than my 3rd level spells, mostly.
Oh.
See, now when you said that, he sounded like Nicolas Cage. I want his face off.
Off.
But yeah, that's 3 actions.
All right, yeah, Tarek, your turn.
Well, this guy's in my face, and everybody's hurt. So, last one. All right, I'm gonna roll. It's only a level 1, so this is. I'm not even gonna bother. I'll roll the D8 plus 8.
He did fail. Actually, you fucking crit failed.
All right, well he'll take.
Oh
6 damage
fuck! 3 double to 6. Let's fucking go.
then. Everybody heals 11. I am out of heals.
This is getting dangerous. All right, Roland. He's burning, but it just simply does not matter. Here we go. Rolling.
I'm gonna give him channel points.
Okay. So far on his initial attacks, he's rolled a 2 and a 3.
Look, if we do not have him dealing damage, there is
We're boned.
no chance we're winning this fight.
All right, try again.
I need to reload Twitch,
Better.
but I will be.
All right, just spend it when you get a chance. He hits for 42. Way past bloody now. Kanker looks like.
Okay, that's something.
Lupin.
All right, I made good. Fairly decent HP, so I'm gonna stick a move here. So first action, move in. Second action, attempt to attack Monarch. Move 23.
That's no way.
You know what? I got the points burn. I'm gonna burn channel points on this.
All right.
There we go.
Did Roland do his third attack? His attack at map?
Oh, sorry, I didn't do a map attack.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He did hit for minimum damage, I think. Oh, not minimum.
It's
Something.
It's 19 any damage is...
Oh, whoops.
Remember, all damage is good damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me go ahead and do my reroll. That's more like it.
That'll hit.
Right.
Alright. Then
Does Monarch do any like holy type damage or anything?
As divine, I think.
Yeah,
Divine
add an
there.
extra d6.
Then
And
2d6
sneak.
for sneak attack. And then 2 for right then there, and then the 2 for the debilitation. Ooh, alright.
That's better. All right.
28 damage, not bad.
He's looking pretty bad.
Alright. And then do loop. Then I'll go ahead and move back. Back for third action, then that's my turn.
All right. Okay. Red is gonna reload and then try to shoot. But she's gonna miss. She's like, finish it off! Finish it off! It's gonna be Kanker. He is going to swing his flail. You guys have got it clustered in, which does make all of his AoE attacks just worse. So, okay, he is gonna crit though, so he might drop our boy.
Who's he attacking?
Rolling.
What about a genie's veil?
Yeah, well, I already rolled the damage, but let me roll. He's good. Roland takes 37. Second map attack with the jaws.
Still has to make the genie's veil.
Yep, it'll hit.
Roll.
We'll see if the veil happens. Gets through veil. Alright, so we have 25 plus 37. Roland is down. Don't believe he was doomed or anything like that, so dying 1. Then he is going to use his final action to pounce on Gangini with a bite. Let's see. -8 this time. Does 29 hit?
Oh, I just used my reaction, didn't I?
You did indeed.
Yeah, 29 hits.
Alright, take 17 damage and 2, count them, 2 fortitude saves. Well, the good news
You have a
is...
hero point. Well,
I was going to say the good news is you can't get critically paralyzed. You're just still paralyzed, though.
Yeah, I don't think I can overcome that with the hero point. I'm just going to accept it.
You do get a save at the end of your turn. Alright, that's Kanker's 3 actions. Sylvina?
does anyone have a potion on their person?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Can I run to here, take a potion from Tarek, and give it to Roland?
Yep. Probably 3
How
actions.
many- That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine to spend 3 actions doing that.
Right. Which potion did you grab from? Wait, are you grabbing it from Roland's body or from Tarek?
Tarek.
Okay, what potion is it, Tarek?
I think all I have is a lesser.
So 2d8 plus 5, if you want to roll that, Sylvina.
I've deducted it from mine.
Alright, he gets back up at 15 and wounded 1. Gangini, give me another fortitude save. That is a pass, but it's at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So you manage to snap your body out of it. Takes all your concentration. Tarek.
Well, this is the first time I've used this. As the currents of the ocean and the forces of nature coalesce again, I'm going to cast Vitality Lash on this guy.
All right.
So he has to make a fortitude save.
He'll pass, but not critically. So
all right.
Okay.
Not 8 damage. And then with one last act. Miss. That's my turn.
All right. Roland is going to spend an action standing up. Action to move over, and a regular swing. Which unfortunately he deflects.
Does anyone have channel points? Does anyone have channel points?
I do. Spent.
All right. Let's try it again. All right, that is a hit. But he is still up, just barely, deep in the red.
Come on, Lupin.
What will you do, Lupin?
Alright, so let's see here. Tell you what, I'll just go ahead and hang here. And let's go ahead and chuck the Monarch at him.
Phew!
33.
That'll hit. As the Monarch buries itself in his chest, you see Canker collapse. He's like, the other ghouls will know of this. I hope they eat your bones. He collapses onto the floor.
And as Lupin catches this, he's like, yeah, go blow it out, your ass.
Everyone is going to get 70 XP and a hero point. And there is oh so much in his laboratory to see. You guys think you'd have to spend at least 10 minutes trying to harvest all of the potential items in here, the alchemical ones. However, you do also see there is several stained journals, seemingly written with blood as ink in here. They all written in Necrol, which I do believe Sylvina speaks.
Yeah, I thought that.
Alright. If you spend 8 hours studying his, like, stack on stack of journals, you will be able to understand what he's working with here. And what he was up to.
Alright.
Have to rest at this point, though.
Do you guys spend 10 minutes looking around the room at least?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's secure the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Tarek will look to the pond. Keep an ear out. We need to know if something else is gonna come down.
Yeah, Lupin will nod and he'll just sort of put his back against the wall and like here. It looks like he's about to reach for a cigarette, but then seeing all the alchemical stuff, reconsiders it, thinking having lighting a match in this room probably would be a bad idea.
You would think so. If I was making just a general medicine check. Try to identify a bunch of this stuff. Alright. I'm going to give it to Tarek on an 18. Here are some of the things you get. Greater Bestial Mutagen. Greater Dark Vision Elixirs. Moderate Elixirs of Life. A Moderate Sea Touch Elixir. 10 doses of Cytelish Oil.
Moderate elixir of life's not bad.
Yeah.
It's true.
Worst case scenario, we can use those. While they're searching the room, I have an idea, and I should have done this earlier.
There is also a moderate alchemical chart. Helps you to use quick alchemy, but also you can sell it. There is a moderate poison concentrator. Improves poison. Do miss playing my poison investigator. You also see there is a vial labeled "Drink Me."
Don't drink that.
Why not?
I guess Lupin will roll one of the eyes to be like, I think someone's been reading a little bit too much C.S. Lewis.
I mean, maybe it's like his fucking magnum opus will power you up.
Yeah, so just blindly drinking it. Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
You
I feel like we
also...
could at least wait to read the notes to see if it says what it is.
I need one more medicine check to look at this. Some sort of... This is the oil he was actually working on while you were entering, and he waved you guys in.
What kind of check did
What do
you
we need to
want?
roll for that?
Medicine. Or crafting, I guess.
Alright, let's see. Let's do... 1 second. Oh, what I'm gonna do, first thing, I'm gonna retch and clear my sicken.
Alright. Go ahead and try to roll for your second. Sylvina, this is 3 doses. Or 3 vials, I guess. Of
get a job
D... yes, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't, actually.
Oh, alright.
I thought it was
I'll
an
just
8,
auto.
not a 3.
Alright.
This is 3 doses of demortification oil. You can apply it to a decaying body. As long as it's been dead less than a week, it restores it to the state it was just after death. You can also apply it to incorporeal undead to give them more AC.
Alright, something useful.
Okay, I have an idea, and you guys may not like it.
Well, let's hear what it is first.
I think when we rest, we should do it in the big room outside.
Why?
Because I'd rather fight people while they're on the stairs than being bottlenecked in here, where we can easily be AoE'd to death.
Oh.
If they have to come down the stairs to get us, think that's preferable.
Yeah, true.
I think we should at least check the other double doors on like this level, but see if there's a way out that way.
Let me at least take, before we go anywhere, before we leave, let's take 20 minutes. I need to do medicine checks on Roland and Lupin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, Ben, how often can I try and clear the second?
I'd say you just take 10 minutes.
Alright. And then I'll take another, so take half an hour, and then if Gangin, if you want to refocus, this would be a good time. I'm gonna do medicine checks on Lupin and Roland to patch them up and get rid of their wounded.
Can I check if Kanker had any bombs on his person?
Sure. You can search Kanker.
Alright, Roland heals 41.
I'd like to search Kanker.
Are you doing... you're gonna have to wait even longer if you're doing this. You can't heal him more than once per hour, and it's been like 20 minutes.
Shit.
So you'll have to wait at
Alright,
least almost an hour to do this.
Then I'll use that on Lupin. Because I haven't used medicine on him yet today.
Okay.
I think Roland should drink one of the
We have
moderate
7 moderate elixirs. Yeah, because we have a
elixirs.
total of 7, so he should definitely chug a moderate elixir of life right now.
Okay. He will chug one. It's 5d6 plus 12 for 35.
Does he
Fun
also want a
fact,
lesser healing potion?
in the sheets I give you guys for sheet, you can just click the underlined text, like the blue text, and it'll just roll it for you.
Oh, awesome.
Little API link there. Okay, 35. Roland is now at 50.
Okay.
Out of 158.
He's had a day of it.
Yeah. Okay. I like the checking the other double doors idea.
Yeah, we need to at least know if there's something immediately.
What did Sylvina find on his body?
Oh, that's a
Lupin,
good
you're
point.
Give
Lupin,
me
you're no longer wounded.
a thievery check as you pat him down.
28.
Oh, a bunch of stuff. Also, if you gotten any lower than that, one of these would have gone off. You find 8 greater acid flasks. Oh, sorry, it should be 7 greater alchemist fires because he threw one already. 1 Blightburn resin, 2 greater cheetah's elixirs, 5 refined midnight milks, greater mistform elixir and shadow essence 5, and greater thunderstones 8.
Gracious, I'm typing.
It's in the Roll20 chat. You can just copy it.
Oh, right.
What about his mace? Or his flail, or whatever he had.
The nightmare flail.
The
or
flail,
whatever it
yeah,
was?
yeah, because that's not unique to him. All right, hold on. Here's his gear list. You're also gonna find a bunch of other stuff on him. Oh, that did not paste correctly. What the fuck? What is that? Alright, anyway. He has a +2 striking nightmare flail. +1 resilient studded leather. Oh, I can just click this too, right? I forgot about that. Pouch of black onyx worth 3,000 gold. And incense and offerings for planar ally worth 1,400-ish gold.
He has multiple thousands of gold on.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the economy of this campaign is a mess.
You could have just gotten that from him probably for negotiating, without almost dying.
Would he have actually left?
Do you really want to know?
We can
Not later.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. How much was the planar ally stuff?
Oh, sorry. I'm clicking it. It's going to GM chat. I just realized, like an idiot. Fucking kill me.
But no.
But yeah, no. Roland would have wanted to kill him.
The Black Onyx is 3k. The Incense is 1440 GP. And he also has +1 resilient studded leather armor. So you guys going to check out the other double doors?
Yeah, we might as well.
I have a guess what's through the other double doors.
A farm,
But,
you might think.
We'll see.
Given the midnight milk we found, I think it's a reasonable guess. All right.
No, I mean the double doors down here, not the double doors up here.
No, I know. I still think it's the farm.
Oh,
Or the sport.
interesting.
This guy was
Maybe.
making midnight milk.
I think it's the spores, is my guess.
I think the spores are
What
with the
if it-
farm. But
It's an all-expense paid trip to Absalom.
All right,
That would be nice right now.
would be nice.
You guys could go to the premier asteroid resort.
I was thinking of the water planet, which they tried to do the terraforming on, with one of the most deadly encounters we had in the Starfinder campaign.
What, when you guys decided to go in a sub by yourself?
That wasn't the encounter I was thinking of, but yeah.
I was gonna say, because that's not on me. That was fucking not my fault.
that was entirely
Neither
a
of
you
them
and
are
me
your
decision.
fault. I was thinking of the tower.
Tower was tough. It was a tough fight.
I think all but one of the really tough encounters that we had that campaign were my fault directly.
Look, Refine took some swings and a miss on a lot of ideas. Like, you got a lot out of it.
I had good ideas too.
All right, so we opening these doors, or what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Opening some doors, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Before we do open the doors, though, I want to give Roland's sheep 2 of the elixirs in case he needs to drink one mid-combat.
Please.
Oh.
And honestly, I might take a third one.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me know who's opening the door.
Why don't I do
I'll
it
do
since
it.
Roland is
I
so
should do it.
Yeah,
I'm at
Roland,
full health.
I need.
I've got 138 health.
That's probably enough.
All right.
I have one moderate elixir of life.
Can we move Roland a little bit out of the way?
Yeah. One sec. Hold on. Give me a sec to adjust some stuff. Okay, yeah, you should be good now.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna read I'm gonna read you the description of the room really quick. A chasm bisects the circular cave into 2 halves.
That is a dinosaur.
On the opposite, yeah, well, it's
Oh,
the
that's
dinosaur
like-
token from him. I just like to hide it in the walls.
That's not the.
It
that's
also
not the
was
dinosaur.
farther in the walls. You just dragged it around earlier.
The
Sorry.
dinosaur's me. That's not what worries me.
Yeah, no. I'm worried about the my character
My-
from my other campaign. Who
On the
was here
opposite
from
side
another
of the
campaign.
room, a 15-foot diameter ledge covered with mushrooms of all shapes and colors, growing up amid a tangle of bones, sits at a height a few feet above ground level to the west where you guys are. A great sword impales the bony remains of a humanoid slumped against the far wall. The ceiling arches up to a lofty height of 60 feet above. Meanwhile, rolling, glowing banks of sickly green mist fill the chasm below, obscuring the depths. Now, As you guys enter the room, you see someone you would recognize from previous carvings along this dungeon and your research. You guys see someone, based on her weaponry and garb, could only be Lyra LaRue, the also-named self-declared 8th Rune Lord. And you see her rune is carved in the wall behind her. The 8th Rune Lord, the Rune Lord of Vainglory. I like that hers is one that connects the other 7, is the implication. She turns to you all, and you see she kind of like waves her hand. You get the sense that it's a really easy spell for her. And she begins to speak to you guys in what seems like common. I think you guys know enough now to realize she's probably using a tongue spell to talk to you. You there. Who stands before Rune Lord Lyra LaRue, the 8th of the 7?
Lupin isn't sure what to say at first, so he'll just whisper to Sophie, and it's like, I think she's got her math wrong.
Nothing to say. Struck dumb by my visage and power, no doubt. So should I just smite all of you, or...
How is it you still live?
Long life is easy for a Rune Lord. Surely you know that.
Out
oh.
of character. I have no fucking clue what to do. This is not what I was expecting. So bad.
She kind of, she kind of like sighs and like runs her thumb down the blade of her staff.
Out of character, I have so many things I'm tempted to say that would just like absolutely piss her off a Lyra LaRue. Oh God. Honestly, I think what Sylvina would probably say in this moment is Sylvina's just gonna ask, did you install a teleportation circle on this floor?
Oh, you mean the Greater Psyhedron runes? Of course I did. There's one on every floor. Have you been peeking through my lairs?
We've been searching for your greatness.
Give me a deception check, or let's double check her bonus here. You don't have to lie. Look, I have a proposal for you, even if you do seem to be... My best guess is treacherous agents of... Kazug, perhaps? No matter. If you can do what I ask, I assure you, my gifts will far outstrip his, and... whatever it is you really desire down here in the, what do the locals call it, the pit? Well, we could make that happen right away, couldn't we?
Lupin will just sort of like, he'll sort of like cross his arms over his chest. It's like, oh, what we desire. Alright. Let's see what you know. What do you think I might desire?
I'm going to assume the woman behind you that's got the red hat like you.
Well, that is one thing.
You see Red, who like totally was trying to like be stealthy and sneak up here with the pistol, just like kind of freeze.
It's like he'll just like sort of hold up his hand, just sort of motion her just to stay there. It's like, well, that's part of it, but she's been helping me with the thing that do truly desire, something that I've been looking for quite some time.
Ooh. Well, I'm sure there's pretty much anything you would ask I could help with. Nix, I see your message. Give me a... Probably would be just like a society check. You know that Karzuk's dead. Karzuk was killed by the first great crop of Sahedron heroes.
Yeah.
Some 24 years ago or thereabouts.
Her history is making no sense.
But I do an Arcana check to see, like, is she an illusion? Is she in some sort of, like, temporal well?
Yeah,
sure. Give me a, Arcana check.
I feel about 34.
She's just radiating magical energy. She's like, you all seem hesitant. Do you need proof? Is that what's holding you back?
Well, what do you want us to do, first of all, I guess we should ask?
Look, even near demigod wizards like myself sometimes can fall prey to the machinations of lesser beings. You see that back there. She gestures at, like, the huge fucking, like, glowing greatsword that's just impaling a skeleton. It is vexing to say that an agent of one of the rival rune lords sent an assassin, and when they realized they could not slay me, being the insignificant ant that they were able to do a sort of ritual here and drive that sword through one of my more loyal aides. So long as it remains in the skeleton, and try as I might, I cannot remove it, then I am stuck in here. I need one such as yourselves, perhaps someone who is heroic in nature, to take the sword, and I can be on my way. I'm sure much needs to be checked on in my territories.
At the moment, none of us can really fly. We can remedy that quite easily if we can teleport somewhere where we can get some rest. Where on this floor is the teleportation, the Sahedron room?
If you pull the sword out, I can tell you and you can use it. Is that what you need to get out of here? Because I promise you, if that's... I could do more than that. You see, she opens her hand, and as is the case with much arcane casting on Galarian, you see, like, runic symbols fill the air, although hers are more Thessalonian than anything, as they spiral around her hand, and you see kind of forming above the palm this, like, gyroscopic, twisting, multi-circled sphere of white magic. I could offer you a miracle. Give me an Arcana check. Sylvina, you think the spell that she is holding but not casting in her hand is a miracle. It's basically the wish spell.
I mean, I think Sylvana's just gonna turn to the rest of you and say, look, it's up to you. I'd rather achieve my own goals than have them achieved for me.
Like, Sylvina.
Before Lupin steps back, he's like,
Oh.
We don't need negotiations to be harder than they already are, but fine. You see she holds her hands out. Lupin, gravity turns off where you are, and you fly upwards toward the 60-foot ceiling.
It's like, ah, what the fuck? What you doing to me, you witch?
Now, I could hold him here, and we could negotiate over injury and pain, like unrefined barbarians, or we could make a deal for you to simply pull a sword for greater magic.
I'll show you, barbaric. He's struggling as best as he can.
What do you guys do?
You just see his limbs just like he's just flailing around in the air.
How deep does this chasm go?
You don't know. It's filled with sickly, to quote the description again, it's filled with glowing banks of sickly green mist. You cannot see how deep it goes.
I'm really tempted to toss the skeleton down. I don't want to just kill Lupin, though. So I'm going to leave this up to Tarek, Lupin, and Gangini, I think.
I got nothing. I think
on a list of things that we absolutely, under no circumstance, can do is let out a Rune Lord.
yeah,
I
especially
It's like, look, just get the fucking sword out there so I can ask her about my parents.
I don't believe it is a Rune Lord, but I still don't want to let her out.
anybody who's proffering 10th level spells is far beyond our ability to take on. Even if we weren't absolutely spent.
You see she flexes her fingers, and Lupin, your body's pressed even harder against the ceiling. And she's just like, you would let your... What? Friend? Ugh, gross. You would let your friend be crushed to death into a fine pulp, or perhaps cast into the mists below, just to avoid me leaving. You know, if this era's heroes are so great as to challenge the remnants of old Thassalon, surely you can entrust my fate to others.
If he dies, I'm putting the skeleton, sword and all, into the abyss below.
She kind of eyes you, direct eye contact.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Agreed. Now, which one of you will pull the sword? I will let your friend down gently once it is done. And I'll even still uphold my side of the bargain. You see, like, one hand is glowing with, like, purple gravitic energy, the other, like, conjures up that spiraling gyroscopic magic again.
Tarek looks up and sees Lupin up there. I look at Solvina and at Roland and the others. I don't see a solution, do you?
Would you guys like to toss you guys something here?
I'm really
content.
tempted to just throw the skeleton into the abyss and be done with it.
You guys, you still need research on Lyra LaRue. She probably could answer some stuff.
I don't believe it's her.
It's a whole new
You
set
say
of
you're
research
trapped
you could
down
do.
You say you're trapped down here, but you can still do magic.
Indeed.
How is it that the so-called Rune Lord of Divination is unaware of the goings-on of the outside world? Someone who supposedly is the most powerful wizard in terms of your sight is so blind to everything around.
What was I blinded of?
Karzug is dead.
Yes, of course he is.
You said we were sent by him.
What? No.
Yes.
She pauses like, I do recall saying that. It felt as though it was true when I said it. Give me a perception check. Give me a sense motive check on that statement. Tarek, she seems confused. She seems confused like that was genuinely... Like, she was confident one thing was true, and now she's confident the other way is true, and has kind of been off-footed by the fact that one was true and then the other was somehow?
Fates. Strange things, are they not? Branching, moving all the different threads intertwined. Confusing things to keep track of, I suppose.
She looks, her eyes look at you and kind of like gleam with violet light for a second. She's like, that's the most interesting thing any of you have said since you got here. Now
Can
we...
I make a religion check on the sword? I want to see if
you
it
can make a
looks
religion check
in
on it, yes.
Any way like the monarch.
I will say Red does tap on their shoulder. She's like, I think that's the sword that I was looking for. It's gotta be worth a lot of money.
Because if there was one artifact of a religious nature down here, it's not unthinkable there might be another. I'm going to use my hero points on that.
Okay.
36.
Oh, 36. Interesting. What would you be able to see from there is the question. Ooh, okay. What did you get, a 36?
Yeah.
You do see a symbol on there. The symbol is one of a, like, twisted dragon being, like, cast down by a, like a knight wielding a great sword. Like, that's etched into the handle and the pommel. You would recognize that this is the holy symbol of an Imperial Lord. Imperial Lords being like Lords of the
Yeah.
Imperium. They are
The things
basically
that
like
made-
unique
yeah.
outsiders who are pretty much just demigods.
The things that made the seal, then.
Like
Yeah.
Grandmother Crow. Yeah, exactly.
I'm.
You,
Going to look at-
however, to recognize which Imperial Lord. This is the
Oh.
Imperial Lord Smiad. What's interesting about that is that oh wait, am I getting my timelines mixed up here? Okay, that part I guess is not true yet. You do know like this, like on a 36, that's not like he had a lot of paladins. That's not a paladin sword. That's like potentially his sword.
I am
Oh.
going to tell Tarek, do not pull out that sword.
Noted.
She's like, oh, so are the rest of you okay with what the horned one wants? Your friend's going to die?
I
make-
am going to ready an action to use flinging updraft on Lupin.
She's like, look, I could be giving you information, magical power, access to lore long forgotten.
And I guess like Lupin's like, and you can do all that shit while you're stuck in here?
I can, and I would, if you simply pull the sword from the skeleton. Let's
I'm not
be honest with each other
angering.
here.
I'm not angering an Imperial Lord just for some information.
Look, if a paladin wants to come in here being granted gifts by his god and
No.
use them for what he sees fit, then what
Do
does it
not-
matter?
Do not some that is not the sword of some paladin.
Oh, I quite agree, it's the sword of a god.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that the god himself wielded it.
Look, there's a big seal down here trying to keep things from the abyss at bay, likely placed by Imperial Lords. There's an artifact from Desna that we found down here. And now there is an Imperial Lord's sword keeping you restrained. Why would I not think that it would... Why would I not think it would be a bad idea to remove the sword?
Let's just be honest with each other, Miss.
Yes.
Fine. Keep your names. You all aren't going to defeat a Rune Lord. And the fact is, I'll get out eventually. Now, what you could be capable of is saving your little town of Sandpoint before it is completely destroyed in the very near future. I go,
Eyes narrow.
the Sihedron heroes chase me, a big battle ensues, that's their problem. If I don't help you, well, I don't foresee you being lucky enough that any such adventurers would happen upon this town before it's too late. Do you?
Tara grimaces at that. I'm gonna do another. I want to see if she sees
Points.
the right of it. If
That's
she's
literally
being.
what happens in Sandpoint. It is for being saved by others.
Well, hang on a sec. So She is being
Look,
upfront.
sorry, go ahead.
So she's being upfront that she has no particular interest to stick around here.
Oh, it seems like she wants to get the fuck out of here. She has no interest in staying in the pit.
Tarek looks over.
Also, we'll see how many
Yeah.
Psychedron heroes are left after your other campaign, Sylvina.
Yeah.
Tarek looks over. I don't see, unless you care to have Lupin turned to a paste, I don't see we have much choice. And if we're looking for an artifact to stop Pazuzu from busting the seal, an artifact of an Imperial Lord is a good place to start, is it not?
You also feel
Right.
Red's hand on your shoulder, Sylvina. She's like, we can't let him die. I won't allow it.
This is a bad idea.
Yes, it
If
is.
we don't let her out, Lupin dies. And if we do let her out,
Supposedly.
a lot more than Lupin dies.
Supposedly.
Um,
The
Hearing
whole
this,
thing makes
I-
no sense.
think, as you say, like, it makes no sense. You hear a click from behind you. While her one hand is on your shoulder, Sylvina, her wrist pistol, she's like jumped it into her hand and it's pressed into your spine. She's like, I don't like to use the magic word, but please. I need everyone to know it's like completely off camera, but I was absolutely like making a finger gun with my hands while I said that.
I guess like here, sort of like Lupin. It's like here. Look, you wanted to know what I desired, right? I want to know where my parents are. I spent my whole life looking for them.
That is something I can easily tell you.
Look, let me make this clear. Any of you try and remove that sword, I will send the skeleton sword in it into that fog. Red, if you shoot me, I will kill you. I am not someone who you want to be on the side. I am not someone who forgets such things.
She kind of like looks to the rest. She's like, "You all are gonna let her kill Lupin?"
I don't intend
It's the better of the two options.
Wait, hang on a sec. Tarek grimaces at that one. So, out of character, and I think we know that the other heroes of Sandpoint are at large. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. I'm.
She's lied to us twice.
What lies has she told twice?
First lie was that Karzug sent us.
You guys rolled for that. It seemed like she thought it was true.
The second lie was that no one else would come to help Sandpoint.
That also could very well. I thought neither of those could be lies.
They could be both true, but they're also
the important point
the
on that one is
story
the
doesn't line up.
I will say, in character, she seemed to be telling the truth for both of those statements.
Seeming to be telling the truth and the story lining up are not necessarily the same thing.
I'm just saying, mechanically, you not believing it versus your characters believing it is two different things.
What I'm saying is, Sylvina can believe that she believes it and still think that something is funky going on. Right? Like, if you, Ben, told me something and you fully believed it, and it made no sense for you to believe it, I would find that strange. Right?
I guess so. I feel like I don't know. I feel like in D&D that's different.
If someone walks around saying, like, 2 + 2 is 5, I'm gonna be like, that's weird, even if you believe it.
But it's not that she believes it. You guys believe it, is what the roles determine, mechanically.
So the role determined... No. You're saying the roles determine whether I believe the truth of her statement or I believe that she believes the truth of her statement.
That you believe it's true. That's what, like...
That
is what checks... That is what opposed checks are for. That's just how the game works.
I thought it was... The check is her deception to make it, like, whether we trust her words. Trusting someone's words and believing the truth of those words are different.
I feel like that is very... Like, that's the same thing.
How?
I feel like we're splitting hairs here.
These are very, very different in my mind. To my mind, they're completely different concepts.
In my mind, an opposed deception roll and a sense motive roll, perception I read in this edition, is your characters, whether you believe a lie, if it is a lie, or don't believe a lie. If you don't beat her DC, you believe her.
So it's whether you believe the lie, not whether you believe that they are telling what they perceive as the truth.
I don't think that difference matters in this case.
Well, because that would mean, for example, right, that when she said we were sent by Karzug, we believed we were sent by Karzug. Is what you're saying.
You guys didn't do an opposed roll for that.
I didn't do an opposed roll on the Heroes Will Come for Sandpoint thing either.
No, the party did. You could roll it too.
No, we did opposed roll for whether we believed that she believed one thing and then the other thing, which is what she said. That's when we did the roll.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could try to roll another sense motive check on her, but I feel like the thought that this is all wrong, you could be thinking that, like, she could, in character, like, yeah, this is odd, but nothing she said in your character's mind has come off as a lie. It seems like this is a person or being who is willing to leave the area and uphold this deal. Plus, what were you going to say, Tarek? You were saying something as well.
My thought is kind of... We don't especially have a choice if she is... So, the thing... There is no lie in her eye in terms of that a doom comes sooner than later. We either leave her here and then we are overrun by demons, which seems more... is a fate we know happens. That is a threat we know comes. This gives us the means to deal with this now. And then there are others. You seem mighty calm about the notion of others who will try and take you on your level. But so be it. Tarek looks over. And furthermore, if she is correct, and I have no reason at this point, right, then the demons overrun the place, and then odds are she gets out anyways. And then we just lose the town for no reason. Any path ahead is difficult. Strangely, the one that seems least palatable right now may actually be the one that has the least bloodshed. At least for those who never agreed to a fight. Those people, much as I oftentimes think of the citizens of Sandpoint as the soft, civilized folk. If she goes, this is a fight between demigods and the greatest of heroes. And we keep it away from those who cannot defend themselves. That's my belief.
Would it assuage your mind if I were to divine one of the things coming your way as a show of faith?
You left the gray mirror upstairs, did you not?
Do you mean the crystal?
Yes, the one we've been looking at for the other ones.
I did, yes.
Tarek looks at Sylvina. If that's the case, then by technical definition, we've been trusting her divinations this entire time already. And they've been correct.
I could show you some of the wings that might herald Sandpoint's end.
The Red Hawk.
The Red Hawk.
What is it?
'Tis not the one I was thinking of, but yes, I could tell you what it is.
Let's begin there, and then you can tell us what the true red wings are. The ones that make the cold wind blow on the lowest floor of this place.
First, I will tell you that the red-winged hawk is, for lack of a better word, a familiar for a being known as the Red Bishop. She kind of tilts her head. What was the other thing you said?
What is the true...
The true what?
What did I guess by technical definition she's getting into it of what is the true red wing doom of Sandpoint in that case, if that was the one she was initially prepared to discuss.
Oh, the wings I'm thinking of are not red at all. They are quite black.
I'm listening.
She lets the kaleidoscopic gyroscope fade away from her right hand, even as she's like maintaining the other spell, and she conjures up some of the green mists from the pit that coalesce almost into like a mirror-like surface of these like fine particles, and in it you see a distant winged figure getting closer and closer before landing on... It's a little odd, because this scry or vision, whatever it is, it's only showing the being, not what it's on, but you can tell it's landing on something to perch. Give me a society check, everyone who's seeing this thing approach. Definitely a success.
Hope so. I have no society.
I mean,
I'll post for
that
an
makes sense for your character. 26 is also a success. You would recognize this as it gets closer, now clearly an approaching dragon. This is a dragon that's rather famous in the regions off the Sandpoint coast, as it has lived kind of in the Sandpoint hinterlands, even out past Sandpoint, along the various islands and rocky outcroppings along the coast of Varizia as a country, the Varizian Gulf. This is the black dragon known as Scarhorn.
How soon?
She kind of like closes her fist and the image like slowly fades. If I had to guess, sometime in the next few days, he will come, and he will seek you all out to trade words.
Black Dragon to trade words. Why?
I've told you much already. Anything more would have to come after our deal is concluded.
Tarek looks over. Dragon and an army of demons. I'm in favor of unleashing the seal. As much as it... I share your distrust as well. And I don't do this because I expect any great... I look over at Lirlu. Any great... charity. But I look up. But I intend to help a friend. And I intend to make I believe if there is many threads and many paths of fate, while this one may be a difficult one, I believe it's also the one that brings the least amount of bloodshed to those in Sandpoint.
Very well. Hop across the gap and pull the sword.
Out of character, I know this is a bad idea, but I also don't want Marcus's character to get smushed.
I think that's reasonable.
I have assurance athletics. I easily hop across.
Yeah, I think you can easily hop across with that. As you do, she kind of like steps to the side. As you grab the hilt of the sword, it feels very warm in your grasp. You think partly in lieu of just who you are as a person, it slides free easily. You see Lirlu like cracks her neck as you draw this glowing sword, and this, for reference, is a +2 striking Dragonbane Holy Greatsword.
Roland might have some use for that.
You see she cracks her neck. She seems to grow a little bit taller, probably about like a foot, maybe a little bit more. And you see her shift, her robes fall away to reveal green, scale-like skin. 2 smaller arms burst from her torso as the primary 2 turn into long, clawed appendages. And her voice is like, yes, finally. And you guys see a different form appear.
Glabrezu's like a greater demon, right? They're like one of the level 20 demon.
Give me a religion check. See if you know.
I might.
You would know that Glabrezus are not that powerful. They're not like true greater demons. It's certainly at least a few or so CR above you guys. Nothing insurmountable necessarily. But it turns to you and it's just like, perhaps not a true miracle, but I could give you at least some of what you wish for. I see, like, holds its hand out, and Lupin, you descend to the ground. First it turns to Lupin. It's just like, first of all, your folks, your parents, they are in Care Maga, You know that is one of the major cities of Varizia. Kermaga is like a hexagonal city that was clear. It was built a long time before these people inhabited it. They kind of took it over. But people call it like the Asylum Stone, the city on the cliff, and more importantly, the city of strangers. They work with the Aspis Consortium there, having long since moved away from their previous home. They should still be there. Now you...
Thank you. Now, could you let me down, please?
Yeah, she lowers you to the ground. Not even, like, she doesn't just cut the spell off, she lowers it. And she turns back to you again, Tarek, and is like, you drew the sword. Is there something else you desire? Or merely information on who I was pretending to be?
That will suffice. Where is the real Lyra LaRue?
That I do not know. However, I can fill in some of the gaps as you are getting closer. Like reaches out one of the clawed hands, and you see like a spark of purple light kind of like jump between the two claw points, like a spark jumping between two metal bits. He is just, or she is going to give you all of the possible research points from the false Lyra LaRue. Which is going to bump you guys up to 18. Which will give you some more discoveries here. The first that you learn is that when Lyra LaRue hoped to develop her mastery of divination to the point where she could found an 8th school of Thessalonian magic, Sin Magic, one focused on dedication, to do that, Thessalonian magic needs to have 2 schools which are excluded from the studies of the wizard in question. This rune of hers that I showed you guys earlier, it is a circle with 7 hooks along its circumference, the rune of vainglory that she created. You think, out of perhaps like an overinflated sense of self-worth, you think there might be like even 3 magics that she excluded instead of 2. You don't know exactly what those 3 are yet, but in addition to developing her own school of magic, she hoped to emerge into the political scene of Thassalon as an 8th Rune Lord. But it seems as though she never quite reached the point in power where she felt comfortable taking such a step. Instead, in the final months before Earthfall, the apocalyptic event that ended the Age of Thassalon, and much of the world, she turned her focus instead to reverse engineering the idea of rune wells, a potent magical resource the Rune Lords used to enhance their state. She hoped to transform the entire pit into an immense rune well of divinatory power from which she could draw strength. In the final moments of this jump in knowledge, you get the sense that even if she didn't make that, at the very least, that she reached some sort of pinnacle research, a potent magical defense. You think if you could piece together the rest of the research you guys haven't done, there is a chance you could discover something that she made in the final days before the comet struck. Mechanically, this is a type of reactive magic known as Lyra LaRue's Glimpse. You think it's the type of magic that might protect you in your endeavors. Out of character, it's some sort of reaction that all of you could learn to trigger regardless of your class.
Okay.
Alright.
As that knowledge passes, the demon looks you all over. It says, enjoy the sword. I will be going now. I will shift myself back to my plane. I have no desire to be here any longer than these long millennia I've already waited. Good luck in the dooms to come. And it seems to vanish in a burst of purple light.
And the last spell I had prepared was Banishment, so if he's going to do it to himself, I have no complaints.
That is crazy. That is a great spell to have. All right, I think. Go ahead.
We'll call it there.
Well, yeah, we'll wrap up in a. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap it?
Not as Tarek. We're good. I'm good. We'll pick it up next time.
Okay. In that case, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next week.